What's up, everybody? It is July 9th, 7:35 p.m. Scream Stream, episode number 2. We are live. If you're watching on the rewind, we absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much. It is myself, Eric, and Robert is going to be joining us here as well. But we're about to kick it off, and we're going to give it a few minutes for people to come in. But like I said, if you're watching the rewind, if you're going to be here in the chat, we absolutely appreciate it. I got a great show tonight. So let's get it going. All right, so here we are. It is Scream Stream, and as you were, it's the Purge weekend, right? July is usually the month of Purge. Hello, Sassy Cajun. How are you, Sassy? We're gonna purge those smiles from the bayou. So Robert, creeping me out, Robert. Creeping me out. Is he creeping me out, guys? That is the Purge. So that new movie is coming out. Is it this month?
Yes,
the Purge.
Yeah, the Forever Purge.
Yeah. But anyways, definitely. So what we're doing here is we're kind of, like I said, we have Scream Stream, and my cat just freaked out. We have Scream Stream, and we're trying to actually figure out like a time slot, and we're trying to figure this out. So this is one of the things, because like Slapshot Pops, they do their thing. You have a lot of people that are doing things on Fridays, and it's kind of like, and I really want to have an opportunity to have people come in and present a show and do some things. So I'm kind of looking at like trying to figure out a good, slot, and I really don't want to go later, because then you really kind of run into, you do get late night people, but it's just difficult. And then you got summer, so you got people out doing stuff. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the things we're going to be discussing a little bit with Robert and I. Hey, what's up, Chris? How are you?
Yes.
We're thinking about, doing, something at a different time. And so I'm trying to check around and see what might work, or maybe during the Friday, maybe we go, earlier in the day, and, like get done for all the evening stuff. And just seeing like what's out there, because we want to take advantage of that. And then you got other people that are doing their streams, on Friday nights and stuff. And nothing wrong with that. Like I said, everybody can do streams whenever they need to. YouTube doesn't give you like a schedule or a time slot and say, this is the only slot you get. You know what I mean? Hey, Nadia, how's it going? You have some fun with it. But guys, it is Scream Stream, episode 2. We have some news, some stuff to go over. We talk the world of horror. So we talk things, whether it's upcoming Funko Pops, sodas, Halloween. We're going to talk maybe some unboxing, box battles once in a while. We may have some challenges. You never know on this stream what we're going to incorporate. We also are going to do some trivia. We're going to have some fun, have opportunities to put people on the wheel. We also have a segment with Charlie. So we definitely have a lot of different stuff that we would like to throw in. There he is. Yeah, it's not your time yet, Charlie.
Okay.
But hey, Umpty, how are you? But yeah, like I said, generally our time slot, we're going to try to see if we can get something very consistent. So we don't know for sure if we're going to do it on Fridays. It may be at a different time during the week. It may be earlier in the day on Friday. So we're going to discuss that after the show and kind of break out and see what's the best for us, and just have an opportunity for a lot of other people to come in. But Robert, so how are you? How's your week been going?
It's been good. I enjoyed the 4th of July weekend. Much needed a little bit of a break. I actually just subscribed to it. You would think that I would have done it a long time ago, but I finally subscribed to Shudder. And I've been watching horror movie after horror movie. I think I rewatched all of the Halloween original, like the first, the six, even Halloween 3, which I had to get through. But just to kind of refresh my memory, it's been a while, and I tried seeing. Let me watch it in the middle of the night, completely dark, because I have a new setup here that I'm working on. It's still changing, it's still not done, but I've moved, I relocated into my actual room in the space I created. But I have I got a new TV, so that I can watch horror films from right here instead of my living room. So really interesting selection of films. So just doing a rewatch on that, and now my next rewatch is going to be on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well,
But
and
Halloween was my what I chose right after Fourth of July. This is going to be my treat to myself. Enjoy the summer break by rewatching all of the Halloween franchise.
hey, what's up, Ben? How's it going? Well, since you mentioned Halloween, I'm just going to kind of like give you a little insight because I haven't told you yet. And I'm hoping I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. But I actually reached out um, to, let me see here real quick. Want to show you.
Christina, hey man, hey Nadia.
So
Oh,
I reached out to the gentleman here, and so what you want to know about this guy, because you're like, okay, well, who is this guy, right? Um, and so what you want to basically, what I'm kind of like letting you guys know, his name is James Jude Courtney. Okay, and I know, like I said, some people it's like, okay, well, why is he next to Michael Myers? Right? Well, James Jude Courtney actually plays Michael Myers in the Halloween movies and the upcoming Halloween movie as well. So I actually reached out to him, and I've been talking, and I've been he told me to email probably like his PR and stuff like that, and so I'm waiting to hear back. But there's a possibility that we may be able to have him come on for an interview, and so I'm hoping and keeping fingers crossed because I think it would be awesome as we get closer to Halloween. Who not better to have on as an interview than Michael Myers himself, right?
yeah.
So we're looking forward to that, and we'll see. We'll keep you posted. But definitely, Halloween is getting closer. It's pretty much like 3 months and to the movie coming out. It's like 3 months and like 7 days or something like that. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. But we're talking also something that also popped up not too long ago that kind of was intriguing is Friday the 13th. Well, if you notice, Jason, Voorhees has been kind of in limbo.
Yes.
And so Jason being in limbo, hey, Christina Payne, how are you? Umpty. So Jason, a lot of people are very anxious, to see what happens with that, just like even possibly, with Freddy Krueger. Well, so I guess they're working on pretty much getting things squared away. Now, originally they were in court, but one of the judges had passed away. And so there was three judges total. So they needed to get a full vote, full three of votes, like a majority vote. And so I don't know if they were going to bring in another judge or they're going to go to another court or how they were going to do it. But I think there's a possibility of them settling someone out of court. And just so for those that don't know, um, after 35 years, you get the rights back. So like Wes Craven gets the rights back to Nightmare on Elm Street, so whoever originally had those films and stuff, if they sold them off or whatever the case, you have an opportunity after 35 years to get the rights back to that franchise. Um, so Victor Miller, who actually wrote the Friday the 13th, the script and everything like that, um, feels like that's his property. But there's a company that hired him, and they're saying, no, 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 that's not the case. And Sean Cunningham, who went on to direct, the Friday the 13th, was battling it out in court. So you have those two going at it. And the problem is like, okay, if Victor Miller wins the court case, what happens is he gets the rights to Friday the 13th, but he doesn't get the hockey mask. He doesn't get Jason Voorhees. He gets the kid coming out of the water. but he gets Pamela Voorhees, so he doesn't get. You don't get that franchise that we would normally. So if he started another movie up, he couldn't use the hockey mask.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so the hockey mask didn't come around till the third movie. So there wouldn't be, the type of franchise that we want. So I think he kind of, in essence, realizes that. And so I think they're working something out. What's up, Funko Brothers? How are you? Christina Payne.
Very
No,
similar to
we won't scare you yet.
they wanted to do a remake of The Wizard of Oz, but in the original the book, it's the slippers are I believe they're silver, and
Mm-hmm.
MGM the movie they were a ruby, and MGM that was MGM's like creative decision because of Technicolor. So this is much similar to like yeah you may want to make your own movie, but what the some of the iconic things from those films, such as in Friday the 13th, the hockey mask and the characters themselves. It's like, no, 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 buddy.
Hey, Ryan.
You have the right to the original story, not what we creatively did for that story in our version.
Right, and that's the thing is, so when you're taking on something like Jason Voorhees, you get the mask, like that's iconic and this and that. So if you're going to court, it's like you got to be careful what you're going to get. Like you might win the battle, but you know what? You're only going to get that first movie right, so you don't get to incorporate the mask and this and that because you didn't write the story for that. So technically, like they're really on the losing side, but it's on the winning side for us as fans. So they're talking about like trying to. One of the things they were going to do is, as on the remake in 2009, they were looking at making a sequel to that, and they were looking at picking it up and being in the snow. And so there's a lot of different ways that they can go about it, but they were looking at possibly taking on the same route that they did with Halloween 2018, where with Halloween 2018, you're only going after the very first original film and you're picking up. So everything else is just not non-existent in a sense. So with Friday the 13th, you now have to make a determination. Where do you start if you do make a remake off of the original? You can't go the original because of Pamela Voorhees. You can't really go the second movie because he didn't have his mask, hockey mask. So like that would be not really be a sensible one to pick up on. The third one would be is where he had the mask. So you pick the story up from the third one and continue through. But then we also a lot of people want Tommy Jarvis, who is very big in the movies as well. So that is something that is very interesting in the Friday the 13th franchise. And we'll be interested to see if it does pick up, especially if Halloween continues its onslaught at the box office of doing a really good, deal. They're going to be itching. I mean, can you imagine, with the hockey mask Friday the 13th, it'll look a lot better with the production, especially the way they've done the mask with Michael Myers and stuff, going from the original to this. So your thoughts on that, guys? Like, they're talking about a Friday the 13th court situation and getting things squared away and having some fun. But we also wanted to have some fun tonight as well. So Robert, if you did not know, I was looking to pitch you up against the chat. I was gonna see if, hey Nest, how are you? And I know since Nest is in the chat, you're gonna have a hard time because I was gonna pit you and Charlie, your knowledge against the chat. So I was gonna bring everybody into what I call the scare zone. So definitely we were gonna bring you in to the scare zone. And there he is, Mr. Charlie. How are you, Charlie?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing well. How's everyone doing?
So, Charlie, hey, Divine, how are you? Ness, Divine, Christina. Like I said, the ones that are in the chat. So, Charlie, we're gonna test your knowledge and Robert's knowledge against the chat's knowledge, and we got some good horror knowledge in the chat there. Definitely, you got Ness. I mean, Divine, KNL, Christina. We have some people in the chat that pop in. So definitely, it's going to be a lot of fun. All the DLC and stuff for the Friday the 13th game was canceled when the lawsuit started, Yeah. So the lawsuit started, but they're in the midst of kind of coming to somewhat of an agreement because Victor Silva would only technically have the rights to the first movie, which did not really include Jason and his hockey mask. And so there's a lot of things that he would not really be able to do if he did win the rights. So they're looking at starting things back up as a pot, and they're talking about going off of like a Halloween style. They're going to go and pick, like, so let's say Friday the 13th 3, and then pick up from that chapter and continue the franchise through. They were talking about snow. So there's a lot of things that's getting kind of excited about Friday the 13th. Plus, you got, Chucky is coming on Sci-Fi. Scream comes out next year. So there's a lot of those horror icons that are really kind of swirling it through. But what I wanted to do here is I wanted to play a little game. Okay. And so let me go ahead. I'm going to pull this up. But in the meantime, Robert, why don't you and Charlie kind of give us a breakdown, like what, how things are with you, what's going on. Charlie, do you have a favorite moment from Friday the 13th?
Oh, of course. The original ending when poof he comes out of the water and gives us a jump scare. That's my favorite. Also, I like Jason Goes to Hell, believe it or not. I'm one of those that likes that.
Okay.
I love it in the diners.
Oh yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of great moments here. But let's go ahead and pull this up so we can do this. All right. So what this is this is going to be the ABC of horror.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is Charlie and Robert, we're going to give you an opportunity to pick a category. We're also going to I'm going to pick somebody from the chat to pick a category. And when the chat picks that category, we're going to have an opportunity for them to answer correctly. Now, I know there's more people in the chat than just you and Robert. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them three within, I'm going to say three, since there's two of you, I'm going to give three guesses to the chat. So if they don't get it right in the three guesses, they don't get the points. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and this is, let me just show you here. So we kind of have two teams. And so team one, Charlie, would you like to name your team?
Call us the Sith.
Okay, so I'm going to put team one as the chat, and then you said the Sith. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do here, as you can see, our category is Child's Play, Halloween 2018, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, and Friday the 13th. So you have questions in those categories, okay? And hey, Scream Time Horror Podcast, how are you? How's it going? I appreciate you stopping in. We're just about to play a little game here. It's the ABCs of Horror, where the chat is going to go up against Charlie and Robert. And so how this is going to work is you're going to pick whatever category and whatever number, 300, 200, whatever. And if you get it, then obviously you get the points. Okay. So Charlie, I'm going to go ahead and what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down a number. I'm going to be fair to the chat as well as you guys. So I'm going to write a number down between 1 and 50. Okay. And Charlie, so I'm going to give you an opportunity. Whoever gets the number correctly, whether it be you guys or the chat, you guys are going to go ahead and have the opportunity to see who goes first. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and write this number down. All right. So like I said, it's going to be between 1 and 50. Okay. So chat, if you want to go ahead and start typing in numbers in a second after Charlie, I'll give you one guess right off the bat.
I'm going to go with 33.
Okay, so he said 33. Okay, so chat, go ahead and start guessing. Let's see if the chat gets the number between 1 and 50. But Screen Time Horror Podcast, I hope you are doing well. Like I said, if you guys want to catch up on a lot of the horror, podcasts, I got a great podcast over there. Check out Screen Time Horror Podcast. Horror Collector Fiend, how are you? So right off the bat, see, you're already in trouble because The number is 27. And who got it other than
Of
Ness?
course, it's Ness. Of course.
Hello, Dana. How are you, my dear? I hope all is well. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. We're about to play a little game here with against Charlie and the chat. So, appreciate you guys stopping in and hanging out. Like I said, we're trying to figure out a good time slot for Scream Stream. We may do it Friday nights. We maybe do it earlier during the day. We're just kind of figuring things out, but we appreciate you guys stopping in. So, chat, we're going to go ahead. So, Ness, since you actually got the number right, I'm going to give you an opportunity to pick a category first. So, you can pick any of those categories and any number, and you can go with the question first. So, you guys, as a chat, you guys get an opportunity to win. And since there's 10 of you guys, what we'll probably do is put them on a wheel tonight if the chat wins. Okay. Ness, what would you like to choose as a category and what number? Okay, so she's picking Nightmare for 200.
Okay.
All right, Nightmare for 200. Let me see if I can make this. Looking on here if I can make it bigger, but I can't. It doesn't really show.
I think it's a good size.
There's nothing on here that allows it technically, but okay. So Nightmare on 200. So here it is. So it is what now? It still comes up pretty big. What now famous actor made his film debut in this film? So this is for the chat. So basically, what I will do is I will give three. If we don't get it right within three guesses, then it'll just go on to the next question. So, hey, BK Fit, how are you? So Ness did get, so Johnny Depp, so they did get it. So Johnny Depp is correct. So the chat does get the 200. Okay. So chat does get the 200. So now we'll go ahead and let's see if, you know what I need to do? Hold on. I might have this.
At the end of this, continue.
Yeah, but what's, oh, there it is up here. Never mind. I was looking for it down below and it's up top. Oh, ignore it. Okay. All right. So Robert, now you have an opportunity to pick a category.
Let's go with Halloween 2018 for 300.
Oh, okay. So Halloween 2018 for 300. All right. Here we go. What title did John Carpenter want for the original Halloween movie?
The Babysitter Murders?
Is it The Babysitter? So let's go ahead. The Babysitter Murders. That is correct. So there you go, Charlie. So, all right. So now we're going to go ahead and go to the chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll in, and as we come through here, I'm going to kind of go up top, and I wanted to see. All right. So Sassy was the first one in here. Sassy, are you still in here? I'll give you an opportunity to pick a category for the chat. I will work from top to bottom. If not, then Divine is next to pick. So I'll have Divine pick next if I don't hear. I'll give it 10 seconds. So, all right. So here we have. So Divine, you're going to go ahead and pick a category and a number. So, and like I said, these games right here, like I said, I know Mama J does them so much on Tuesdays. She's really good with them. You and I have gone toe to toe with some of these. They're always so creative with Are You Smarter Than a Spectre? And so I wanted to have a little bit of fun from the Halloween side, but definitely nod to Mama J for obviously what she does with her stuff. And it is going to be her birthday on Tuesday too. All right, so he's saying Child's Play for 300. All right, so Child's Play for 300. Where are we? Okay, there we go. And there we go. So, and like I said, you can have some help from the chat. So what three assassins was Charles Lee Ray derived from? What three assassins was Charles Lee Ray derived from? So, all right, be right back. Well, we understand. You're over there. We got it. So let's see. So let's see if they happen to get it. And if they don't get it, you can guess. You just won't get the points, Charlie. Um, but we'll see if they get who they might who they know if the characters might be. Give them a few seconds to see if it comes through. Right now, but that is the question. Hey, Mark, how are you? Nerd Bar, how's it going? Now, Charlie, Mark here, he's going to be eating some gummy bears, some sugar-free gummy bears, as many as they can. What do you think? What do you think about that, Charlie?
Talk to me when you have edible gummy bears.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be definitely feeling it with those gummy bears. But so the question is what three assassins was Charles Lee Ray derived from? Ness says Charles Manson. So definitely she's saying Charles Manson is one.
I know the other two.
So Divine says Charles Manson, Lee Harvey Oswald, and James. But wait, he said James Earl Ray.
That's true.
So let me see. Let me see what we have down here. I can't remember offhand. Yep, James Earl Ray. Okay, so he has gotten it. So chat, there you go, 500. Perfect, awesome. All right,
James
so
Charlie,
they're not going to have the THC in them, but he says definitely that there's going to be meth in them. So he'll be popping all over the place. And then just so you guys know too, Frog Prince, he still has some mystery boxes left. It's $47, but the lowest box is at least $67. So you're going to make some money on that. So, all right. So Charlie, we're going to go to you, Charlie. What would you like to pick?
Halloween 2018 for 500.
You gotta go big, huh, Charlie? I see how it is. You just want right off the bat. You just want to like kind of you can't milk it a little bit, Charlie. I see. All right, I might have to bring Pagliacci into this. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right, Charlie. There you go. How many Halloween films has Jamie Lee Curtis been in? How many Halloween films has Jamie Lee Curtis been in? And Frog Prince has 3 left, guys. 3 left for his mystery boxes.
She's a character, or do pictures count?
No.
She's an actress. Then
she was an actress in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Frog Prince, $47, guys.
5.
Okay, so you're gonna say 5. I need all 5 of those movies.
Halloween. 19. You want him to list them?
Well, if you want
to. I'm gonna say Halloween 1978, Halloween 2, 1980, I believe. Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection, and Halloween 2018.
All right, so there you go. There is 5. So definitely you got that right. So very cool. All right, so he's gone big. He's taking the lead a little bit. All right, so chat. Here we go. So chat, we had 4, 8. So look at that. The chat got this. They weren't going to get it right. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen Ness yet.
You don't count yet. They're not out.
Okay. So now chat, we're going to go ahead and so Chris K&L, we'll go ahead and give you an opportunity. You can pick the category for the chat. Chris K&L will give you an opportunity to pick the category for the chat. All right, Chris, put that guitar down, Chris, and pick the category for the chat, Chris. Put that guitar down.
Oh, here he is.
Okay, Friday 13th for 300. Friday 13th for 300. And here we go. Okay, and chat, let's see who really was paying attention in some of these. On the front door of the cabin, it depicted an animal. What was the animal? So the original Friday 13th film, on the front door of the cabin, it depicted an animal. What was the animal? He said, so the nerd bar says, is the dummy taking the quiz? I'm confused. Also, is the dummy possessed? Well, it is Charlie. gets to answer a few, but Robert gets to answer as well. They take turns. They work together. They're kind of hand in hand or hand in hand in end. Not hand in hand. It's hand in end. But
Rather is the Dunny, not me.
Okay, so we have one guess as a raccoon. So I will give, like I said, I'm going to give the chat a total of 3 guesses, okay, because to see if they happen to get it. But there's an animal on the front door of the cabin in the movie Friday the 13th.
The original.
And so we do have an answer here. So Divine pulled through for you guys. So that answer is a fox. It is a fox. So Divine got that there. Very cool. All right. So Robert, now we're going to go ahead. Hey, who's your pop? How's it going? So now we'll go ahead and go to you, Robert.
You got a toy. What do you think? Child's Play. Yes, Child's Play for 500.
And here you go, trying to take all the big ones. See, Robert, now you got to let the chat occasionally, you got to save some from the chat. All right, Robert? All right, so here we go. How old is Kyle in Child's Play 2? How old is Kyle in Child's Play 2?
Kyle.
And this is for Robert, so not the chat. This is for Robert. So remember, chat, you're going up against Robert. And so, Charlie, do we have a guess, Charlie?
I'm trying to remember. I just saw this movie. You don't remember this? I said, was he Kyle?
Okay, we got
11.
Okay, you said 11. So Kyle was the teenage girl. She was 17 in the movie. All right, so now that goes to the chat. So chat, now you guys are, hey, Alex, how are you, bud? Appreciate you hanging out. So now we're going to go to the chat. So far, so Mark, Nerd Bar, if you'd like to pick a category and a number for the chat to answer. So you have a category and one of the valued numbers. Hey, Dream Calumet, how are you? How's it going? Welcome. Appreciate it. Definitely hit that like button. Appreciate it. No. Okay, so he's saying Scream for 300. Okay, so Scream for 300. All right, so here we go, chat. Ghostface had a black robe, but in the original script, what color was his robe going to be? Ghostface had a black robe, but in the original script, what color was his robe going to be? So like I said, I give 3 guesses. Once I have 3 guesses, if they're either right or wrong, then it continues on. But definitely appreciate hanging in here, supporting Dream Calumet. Who's your pop? So, look at that. Who's your pop? Throwing it. Oh, wait, where's yeah, so okay, so Nerdbar said red, but Who's Your Pop said white, and so definitely, and Funko Brothers said white. So they actually came through because white, but because of the Fear of the Ku Klux Klan references that it would made, it got changed to black. So now if you think about that, like in a Scream, if they did stick with a white, all the way through, how much of a difference that would have made throughout. So, okay, so chat does get that. So we'll go from there. All right, so now that's going to go to you, Charlie. So you have an opportunity.
Nightmare on Elm Street for 300.
Okay, so Nightmare on Elm Street for 300. And here we go. Okay, so the Freddy Krueger glove was seen in another evil movie. And this movie was a sequel as both directors had banter. Can you name the movie?
Bride of Chucky.
So you're saying Bride of Chucky, but so it has to do with the directors had sequels, but you're saying the Bride of Chucky. But the actual answer is Evil Dead 2. That's why I said was seen in another evil movie. But Evil Dead 2.
Bride of Chucky in the beginning.
Yes, that but that was a different. It wasn't the actual real glove part. Now, a fact I want to let you know a little bit of fact. I got a couple of facts later on in regards to that, but the glove. I do have some interesting facts on the glove that I'll get into. Okay, now, so he didn't get that one. So now we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the chat. So who's your pop? Who's your pop? We'll
These
go
are
ahead.
the two.
We'll give you an opportunity. You can pick a category and a number. So here we go. Who's your pop? You can pick your category and your number. And like I said, guys, we're going to play some trivia. We're going to play some games from time to time. Also, Robert, we have Charlie's Choice. So we do have a trivia from Charlie that we're going to be playing to get people on the wheel. So we do have a question. Does the dummy eat food and sleep in a person bed or some sort of a shoebox? I'd be worried if it came to life every time I took a nap. You should do a little intro for the Nerd Bar, and kind of give them a little,
Yeah.
hello.
Now
Just
I had my own personal days. This is my room. That's my twin brother up there. That's Eric. I'm here. I get the whole shipping over here in this section. And of course, Pagliacci over here is the big one. He gets this chair that a lot of the flirts is on. But no, we don't eat. We just get nourishment from you guys.
yeah.
We
All
haunt
right.
your dreams. So keep asking questions and see what happens to you.
Poor Mark. I guess now it's lights out for Mark.
Ah,
All right, so we have four. So we did a pick here. Halloween 400 is the pick.
hey, Mama J.
So Halloween. Hey, Mama J, how are you? Just so you guys know, earlier I was just saying it's gonna be Mama J's birthday on Tuesday. Excited about that. But we were saying, Mama J, how you do some amazing things with the games that you play on your stream. Are you smarter than a Spectre? So we pulled a little bit of inspiration, trying to do it for horror and do a little bit something different. So we just basically having a little, couple of categories here, and we're doing the chat versus Charlie. So the chat has an opportunity to win against Charlie right now. And so the question, who's your pop, is Halloween 400. So Halloween 400, here we go. So the day it was released, which was October 19th, is significant. Why? So Halloween, the actual movie, Halloween 2018, the day it was released, which was October 19th, is significant. Why is the October 9th significant? So we'll see in regards. And like I said, when you do these things, we like to have a little bit of fun and just try to be creative and try to find new ways. And I think that's one of the things in the community we've all been able to look at. Like when you do streams, I think the interaction with chat is always important. And everybody does so many good things with like the quizzes. Like I remember, Robert, you were one of the first ones that you basically were the first one that got quizzes off the ground with us. Bringing that into the stream. A lot of people were doing Cahoots. So,
Yeah.
okay, so here we go. So the Funko Brothers, so they're saying John Carpenter's birthday. That's one answer there. Again, John Carpenter's birthday. No. Now, what I'm going to do is, I definitely, if anybody was to challenge, I would double check. But it's always, so we got one more answer to come through to see if it comes through or not. So we'll see if Ness pulls through or Divine, because they've also been on it. But they only get one more guess. It has to be correct. So they're all kind of figuring, I don't know if I want to guess. I don't know how to guess. But there is a significance to the October 19th. So that's what we're trying to determine, and we're kind of going from there. But for those that are coming into the chat, I wanted to just kind of recap a little bit. So we are working on something that we're hoping that will happen. I'm waiting to hear back. I've been in contact, but we have this gentleman here, James Jude Courtney, who plays Michael Myers in the Halloween movies. He may possibly be coming on for an interview. I'm waiting to hear back from. I emailed his kind of like agent representative type scenario, and so we are in talks about that. And so he may be coming on to do an interview. So what better way to have an interview than to do it with Michael Myers, right? So we're looking at doing that. But let's see what we got here. And so Ness got the answer. It is Michael's birthday. That is correct. It is Michael's birthday. You're having a hard time with Ness, Charlie. But Michael, so that is, it was also Michael Myers' day. He was born. All right, so here we go. So now, Charlie, you are at a significance. You are behind. So now you have an opportunity. Anyone that you want to go for?
Child's Play 400.
What's it going to be?
Child's Play 400.
Okay. Yeah, Mark, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Like I said, I've been in contacts with them, and anytime you have contact and conversation, hopefully it goes in the right direction. So, all right. Okay, so Child's Play for 400. Here we go. Before they settled on Child's Play, they had two other working titles they considered. Can you name one? Before they settled on Child's Play, they had two other working titles that they had considered. Can you name one?
Oh.
And the chat's like, oh, I'm glad we didn't get that one.
No, I do. Come on, you know this one. Wasn't it? No, why do I want to say? I don't want to say batteries not included. I can't. No, that wasn't it. That's a movie. I'm off today. Let's go with batteries not included.
All right, because Mark was trying to help you out. He was saying Killer Doll from Outer Space. But you want to go with, so your answer, final answer is batteries not included.
Mm-hmm.
And it was either batteries not included or Blood Buddy.
But there isn't. I couldn't remember because there was a movie that's called Batteries Not Included.
Yeah, and the reason why they changed that was because of the Steven Spielberg movie that they were. Yeah. So, all right. So he says this is hard. Well, you got to earn your points, Alex. Some of them are the hundreds. Some of them are easy, but as you climb up, you got to earn your points. But that's why, as a chat, you collectively can do it. Yeah, and there's a movie, Batteries Not Included. So and can you think of like when they did do these things, like if you did had a white robed ghost face, if you did have batteries not included, they also talked about Freddy Krueger not talking, like just being a silent killer. So, I mean, if you look at how some of these things would have changed the course of the horror history, right? All right, so chat, we have an opportunity here in the chat. Let's see here. So, Frog Prince, are you still here? We can Frog Prince, would you like to choose a category and a number? See if Frog Prince is able to choose a category and a number. And if not, if I don't hear from Frog Prince, I will go to the next person. But we'll see if the chat comes through.
I like this. This is actually fun and intense. You guys had me on the edge here.
Well, I know that when the ones that come to Scream Stream, they know they do like their horror, so they're going to be prepared and ready. But I also know that you're very solid with it too, so I figured it would be a good challenge. Okay, so Frog Prince is saying Scream 400, Scream 400. Okay, so here we go. Scream 400. Okay, so Neve Campbell was in what TV show where director Wes Craven discovered her? Neve Campbell was in what TV show where director Wes Craven discovered her? So let's go see if we can get the chat to answer correctly within 3 guesses. You have an idea, Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. So right off the bat, so you got some tough horror right here. Who's your
Yep,
pop
got it.
and Divine Pops right there. Party of Five. Uh, very good, very solid. So yes, Party of Five right there. All right. So chat scores that there. All right. So Charlie, still time for you to come back. Still time for you to come back, Charlie.
Let's go big.
All right. So Charlie, now you guys have an opportunity. So is it Charlie's or who picked last?
I think you picked. I get the pick now. Well, go ahead. You're probably not going to get it anyway.
Hey John, how are you? Sleeping Collectibles, how's it
Will
going?
do. Friday the 13th for 500.
Okay, so Friday the 13th for 500. So catching you up, John, what we're doing is Charlie, and Robert are challenging.
Hello. How
You
are
guys,
you?
they're going against you guys in the chat with some trivia here. So we're giving the chat an opportunity, and the chat is winning right now. So one more time, what was your answer?
I did not give it yet. Friday. I want Friday the 13th for 500.
All right, so Friday the 13th for 500. Okay, so
Better get this.
he's trying to get right back in it, guys. Here we go. Friday the 13th for 500. Kane Hodder played a dual role in which film of the franchise?
I know this. It's my favorite one. Jason Goes to Hell. Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell.
All right, so right there, part 9, Jason Goes to Hell.
Thank God you didn't ask me which number because I couldn't remember which number. I just know it's Jason Goes to Hell. That movie, I told you the story.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, that's the movie that scared the bejesus out of me.
So right there, so he's creeping a little bit closer, guys. Creeping a little bit closer. So now chat, we'll go ahead and give you guys an opportunity in the chat. So let's see. Mama J, if you are here still, if you want to pick a category and a number for the chat, and then if not, then I'll go right to the next person, and I have an idea who I'll pick next if Mama J does not respond. Like I said, Mama J has her birthday, guys, next Tuesday on the 13th. So make sure you guys wish her a happy birthday. She'll be celebrating next week on Tuesday with Brandy also on her Geeky Meat Seats live stream. So we have that. So let's see. The cook in the diner in Jason Takes Manhattan later goes on to play Jason as well, as I believe. All right, so not hearing yet from Mama J. Now Sassy was one of the first ones in here tonight, and I just saw her right now. So Sassy, I'll go ahead and let you pick a category. So I'll let you pick a title and a number. And we'll see. So like I said, we do have still 2 500 ones on the board. So let's see if the chat wants to take one of those 500 ones and try to create some distance. Either way you look at it, the chat's probably going to have to take one of the 500s. Whether if they pass this time and you take a 500, they're going to have to go for the next one. They can't let you have them both. You know what I mean? So strategically, like chat, you got to work together a little bit. And that's what Divine's saying. Divine's saying pick a 500 question, guys. So Sassy, who just said horror collector fiend, is not responding. So
you're all going down, chat.
So let's see. I was letting Sassy.
Well, steady wins the race.
I was seeing if Sassy was going to pick a category and an amount. I'm just waiting because I know there's a little bit of a delay. So I will go to, let's see if they are still in here. I know I saw them a little bit earlier. Funko Brothers. Funko Brothers, you have an opportunity to pick a category and an amount. Funko Brothers, and I just saw Funko Brothers respond. So Funko Brothers. So let's see if they choose one of the 500. Because I know the chat's ready, and the chat's chat is armed with some knowledge here between. I mean, you got, like I said, horror, you got a horror collector fiend in there, K and L. You got Divine, Hoosier Pops.
We picked. They picked.
Okay, so Nightmare for 500. All right, so here we go. Nightmare on Elm Street for 500. Okay. Now this guy's here. No, I'll read it slowly. But the sequels credited the name of the movie's killer differently than in the original film. So in the original film, what is the name credited to the killer in the movie? Like, so for example, in the original film of Friday the 13th, it would be Pamela Voorhees, right? In the sequels, it would be Jason Voorhees, correct? So the sequels, they credited the name of the movie's killer. So if you know the killer for Nightmare on Elm Street, differently than in the original film. So that is the question. So let's see how they figure that out. Do you have an idea, Charlie?
I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay. But like I said, so there was the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and that the killer of that movie differently than the sequels did. And the sequels of, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, 3, whatever, credited the killer in a different way as well. So that's kind of what you're looking for. And so Divine comes through here. So Fred Krueger, yes. So in the sequels, he was called Freddy Krueger, but in the original, he was Fred Krueger.
We were gonna say what Horror Collector Fiend said. So
you're wrong. Springwood Slasher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So the chat got that one coming through. All right. So now that goes to you, my friend. So you have an opportunity.
Well, you're gonna have to go for Scream 500.
Okay, so you got to stick neck and neck with them. So you're gonna go Scream 500. All right. Okay. So the mask is based on a painting by which artist?
Edward Munch.
All right. So being working in the school UTC things, I know. So Edvard Munch, and so
the V is pronounced as a W in German.
Yes. So that is correct. So we have that. All right. So now, yes, Hoosier Pop, you did get Fred. It was correct. So let's see here. I'm gonna go back through here. So Horror Collector Fiend. I'll give you an opportunity. Has Horror Collector Fiend picked a category yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So Horror Collector Fiend, if you want to pick a category and a number, you can, for the chat, you can do that. But yes, Fred Krueger. It's funny how, like I said, Fred Krueger, just like in Halloween, he's listed as a shape. Okay, so he's going Nightmare on Elm Street for 400. We're going right back to the Elm Street here. All right, and here we go. All right, so here you go, guys. What color was the door to Nancy's house in the original film? What color was the door to Nancy's house in the original film?
I think I know this.
So let's see if they come through. Let's see who might pull in on this one. It's a good thing that Ness and everybody was saying red, but red was in all of the sequels. Red was, but the original was blue. And so Hoosier Pop, another horror guy right there coming through for the chat. Hoosier Pop got it. So, all right. So the chat gets that one. Nice. All right. So you still got a little bit of ground to make up. So how do you want to play it?
Friday the 13th for 400.
All right. So you're on tap for tap with the hundreds here. Okay. So Friday the 13th for 400. All right. So when Jason has his first kill in Friday the 13th Part 2, what does he use?
Oh, what was the first one? Oh, he used a. Come on, you know this. Part 2, first kill. Didn't he use an axe?
So you going with an axe as your answer?
Doing an axe.
Okay, your axe is what he's saying. And it was an ice pick. He did an ice pick to the girl that survived the one. So it was an ice pick. So nothing on that one. So now chat has an opportunity to extend the lead a little bit. So Alex Conway, I don't think you've had an opportunity. So Alex Conway, I'll go ahead and give you an opportunity to pick a category and number for the chat.
What's that noise? I forgot it was nice.
Yeah, so he's going to Halloween 200. Halloween 200. All right, here we go. Okay, in the children's bedroom, on the lamp is a nod to the first film. What is on the lamp? In the children's bedroom, on the lamp is a nod to the first original film. What is on the lamp?
Don't they get timed?
Oh, okay. So, Alex is coming through. So he's saying clowns. So let me see if, like I said, they get an opportunity to have 3 guesses, and let's see if. So even the Funko Brothers are saying clowns. I'm looking for something a little bit more specific, if possible. Okay, so they're confused by the question. Okay, so in the children's bedroom, okay, in Halloween 2018, in the children's bedroom, on the actual lamp, there is a picture on that lamp. There's a picture of something, and it is a nod to the very first original Halloween film. What is the picture on the lamp? So, for example, like let's say if it was a polar bear, you know what I mean? Like if there was a polar bear on the lamp, or if there was like a Star Wars character on the lamp, you know what I mean? Like something like that. So it would be in reference to the original Halloween film. And so there you go. You got, so after I kind of a little bit cleared up a little bit, so Ness says clown with a knife, and the answer is clown with a knife. So chat grabs that. All right. So like I said, that's kind of what I was looking for. Now you guys did say clowns, and I was kind of like, okay, well, it wasn't clowns. It was an, so I was kind of like deciding how I wanted to do that. But yeah, so the 2018 film, they gave a nod to the original. Okay, so here you go, Charlie. So you look at what's on the board. Now, obviously, you have to make up a little bit of ground and hope that maybe they'll stump along the way.
Child's Play for 200.
Child's Play for 200. All right. What was Charles Lee Ray's partner's name?
Oh, the voodoo guy. Oh, what's his name? Oh,
They mentioned it, and then later on down the road, they mentioned it again. But
when
Charles
the house
Lee
explodes and they kill him.
yeah, Charles Lee Ray's partner's name.
Buko? Party. No. Is it something Bucco? Artie Bucco? Is it Artie Bucco? We're gonna go with Artie Bucco. No, that Artie Bucco's Sopranos. My God, no. Something. He's got a name.
Need an answer. I need an answer. Okay,
Eddie Bucco.
Okay, so you said Eddie Bucco. So
Eddie Bucco, right there. Isn't it Eddie Bucco? Something with it.
Eddie Caputo. Eddie Caputo. Hey, Lisa Noble, how are you? Welcome. So, Lisa, this is actually you guys, the chat, versus Charlie and Robert. So, you don't want to give away any answers in case he happens to see the chat, but it is you guys against him. So, right now, as the chat, you guys are leading. You guys are leading right now. So, the chat
I don't know why you go came up Caputo.
So the chat has an opportunity now to answer. And so what we'll do is, so Lisa Noble, since you just arrived in, we'll give you the opportunity for the chat, Lisa. What category would you like to choose and which amount? So there's only a few of them left, but which category would you like the chat to play for and which amount? Yeah, no worries. Like I said, I just thought I would do something a little bit different where we're going to have the chat all be available, like have them be able to participate. So she's going Scream 200. All right, so Scream 200. All right, so the dad tells the mom to go to the Mackenzies when they arrive home to see that their daughter is missing. But what other franchise also used the Mackenzies? So the dad in Scream, in the opening movie, tells the mom to go to the Mackenzies when they arrive home to see the daughter is missing, Casey's missing. What other franchise also used the Mackenzies in their movie? So we'll see if the chat can figure that out. I know you probably are waving back and forth, Charlie. I know you know, but we'll see if the chat can get three. And maybe what we'll do, Charlie, is we'll give you what I might do in these situations is to give an opportunity to steal one time, like throughout the game. We'll give you can steal on any round. If somebody misses. Horror Collector Friends said nobody listened to me. I'm rusty. So which other franchise had the name Mackenzies? And there, so Ness is
Ness.
Halloween 1978. So there, all right. So now you have an opportunity. Now, like I said, the chat can still miss all these questions, and you can still come through.
I don't think I can. The math just is against me.
Well, maybe I would make it interesting if it got to that point, but let's go ahead and see how it plays out. Well, even if you've seen Scream, like you guys should know, Mackenzie's. So, like I said, in the original Halloween, she tells the kids, "Run over to the Mackenzies," and that's what they kind of Scream tied that in. Okay, so what would you like to pick?
Let's just finish off Halloween 2018.
Okay, let's get rid of Halloween 2018. Michael Myers is listed in the credits, not as Michael Myers, but as
the Shape.
The Shape. And I did mention that a little bit earlier. But yes, that one should be someone, everybody should know that one. So The Shape right there. All right, so that category is gone. All right, so now we'll go back through and just let me see. All right, so we'll go ahead and go back down. So Ness, go ahead and give me a category, Ness, and an amount. Category and an amount. But they're wanting to answer too. They're like, yeah, Shape. So let's see what Ness chooses. So obviously we got a couple of hundreds on the board and then one remaining 200. So she's going for the 200. She wants the Friday the 13th. All right, so here we go with the 200. What weapon has Jason used the most as his favorite? What weapon has Jason used the most as his favorite? And I might check spelling.
Eric, can you do me a quick favor? Just because a friend of mine's asking what I'm doing, can you copy the link, the YouTube link, and send it to my my text, my phone, so I can copy and paste it to my friend who wants to watch?
Yeah, let me.
It's hard to do it right now with one.
Let,
I don't want to.
let me give them their points.
Yeah.
Let me give them their points. So it's Machete. So who's the top got that? Okay, so let me go ahead and copy and paste that real quick.
Yeah, I could easily do it into my text.
All right, so here we go with that. And let me go ahead and put StreamYard or
no, just the YouTube, not the StreamYard.
What do you want to put in?
Just the YouTube link.
I know.
So
okay.
They want to watch it. They want to watch. I just don't have because I have him in my hand and I have.
I'm going to send it to your Instagram, right?
Okay. No. My text message. Because I have my
I
iPad.
don't think I can. Oh, let me see if I can do it from here. All right, hold on 1 second here.
The link to your channel.
All right, hold on. Okay, so Lisa, just so you're not confused, so each person has an So here's how this works. So Charlie and Robert get an opportunity to answer a question from the topic. Okay, and then when they answer, whether they answer correctly or incorrectly, then it becomes the chat's turn. I will choose somebody from the chat. So, for example, if I choose you, you pick the category and you pick the amount. And then the whole chat works together. You have 3 opportunities to get the answer right. So I'm going to take the first 3 that answer, and if they answer them wrong, you don't get it. So like Sassy Cajun earlier had an opportunity to pick a category and a topic, but she hasn't done one yet. So let's see. Real quick, I'm trying to do that. So you want me to send it to your phone? So I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to copy and paste it from my phone real quick. No worries. So give me a quick second. So like I said, let me know how you guys are enjoying this. If you'd like to see a lot of this a little bit more, and we definitely would use some topics, different topics. You can let us know. See a lot of this a little bit more. Let's see. Share. Okay. Copy link. Okay, so now I'm going to copy the links. Now I'm going to send it to your phone.
Thank you.
Real quick. So, all right, Robert.
Hello, Ian.
Okay. All right, so here we go. So, hey, Ian, how are you? So, Sassy Cajun, you have an opportunity for the chat to pick. So, this is how this works, Lisa. So, Sassy, you can pick a category up there. There's only 100 is remaining. So, you can pick one of the 4 remaining categories for the chat to answer. So you either get Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, Friday the 13th, or Child's Play. So you have any one of those 4 categories. The chat, Sassy, you get to pick for the chat. So we'll wait and see if it pops in. Other than that, like I said, guys, this is one of the things, type of games that we'll do. Oh, wait, did they just do one? Oh, yeah, did they get...
yeah, so it's my turn because they went for the machete, I think.
Well, keep in mind, like I said, we do get tossed.
I wasn't even paid. I missed it too because I was on sending this. It is my turn, yes.
Yeah, that's exactly why we're in the scare zone, guys. All right, so you have an opportunity to pick one of the categories.
Child's Play for 100.
Okay, so Child's Play for 100. Who is the actor who played Andy Barclay?
Oh my god. Alex. No. Oh my god. I blanked today. Alex?
Yeah, so if Rex doesn't know it, then you guys can answer it. Yes.
Alex? Oh my god. We're stumped today.
All right, so you get 10 seconds.
I can't believe I forgot this. Alex. I don't know the last name.
Final answer.
I know the first name. That's it. Alex.
Okay, so we'll go chat. Help him out.
Geared up.
Help him out, chat.
I focused too much on Halloween these last couple of days. I'm gonna be mad at myself. Vincent, Alex, Vincent, Podge.
So Alex,
I couldn't get his last name. I knew it was Alex.
Yeah. All right, and he does occasionally.
I'm destroying last names today.
He is occasionally on IG. He does some lives. All right, so now we go to the chat to pick. So let's see here. So I was going to give Sassy an opportunity if she was there. I didn't hear from her yet. So Ian, if you'd like to pick one of the last categories, it is only 100, but you can pick either Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, or Friday the 13th. So Ian, you have an opportunity to pick one of the three remaining.
So I can get my full game instead of I can pay for it myself. Idiot. What's up, Dad?
Still my stream.
Oh.
So the boys, I said hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
All right, so I'm not hearing from Ian either as well, so no worries. So now we'll go right back. Who's your pop? Go ahead and pick a category. Who's your pop? You can pick one of the remaining three categories.
You're doing horrible today. You're doing horrible today.
See if it comes through. All right, so I'm giving a few seconds here. All right, so who's your pop is saying Friday for 100. So Friday the 13th. Here we go. Who was the killer in the original movie? Who was the killer in the original movie?
I even know that one. Come on.
This is just for 100 though. It's supposed to be an easier question. It gets harder as you play up.
We played up. Now we're down with the easy ones.
They played down. They chose all the harder ones early.
All right, people, say the wrong answer. You're
Okay.
right.
Okay. So Lisa Noble said the mom, which it is the mom, but we're looking for the name. But we did get. So we got. We have Mrs. Voorhees, which I will accept. Luckily, because if it was somebody had said a wrong answer on that one, they wouldn't have got that one. But it was Pamela Voorhees. So the chat gets the 100. But yes, it is the mom. But we were looking for, and I kind of sometimes what I'll do is I'll go / mom Pamela Voorhees. So sometimes I'll do that. All right, so Robert, you have an opportunity to pick your last category.
Scream for 100.
Scream for 100. Okay, when Principal Hembry opens a closet, a jacket is there. What TV character wore that jacket?
Oh, that's the Fonz.
There we go, Fonzie, the Fonz. So there we go. All right, so now chat, your last one is Nightmare on Elm Street for 100. So here we go.
Hey, did I get my 100?
You did get your 100 yet. When did the original Nightmare on Elm Street come out? What year did the original Nightmare on Elm Street come out?
Let's go, people. You should know this.
All right, so there we go. So Ness said it, and Lisa Noble and KNL. It is 1984. Yeah, so 1984. Awesome. So you guys, chat, you did get that. So Robert, this week, at the opening week, the chat handed you the hat pretty good. 3,600 to 2,400.
Hey, chat, why don't you pick one person, let them come on, and we do double or nothing.
So
one random question that he gets to pick.
We would definitely. No, the chat wins this round, so they're going to get an opportunity. Okay, who's your pop?
This was fun. I like this because it put me on the edge with him. Right.
I appreciate it. Who's your pop? And like I said, we will continue this with different categories, and kind of going from there. So now, one of the things that we have to test your guys' knowledge a little bit. So we call it Charlie's Choice Pagliacci, and I know we're giving Charlie a little bit of credit here, but Pagliacci, we're going to put up a quiz trivia that. And this is which one did you have? Did you have Friday the 13th, or was it?
No. You're gonna do the Halloween one.
Halloween one. Okay, so this is off of Halloween, guys. This will give you an opportunity to get on the wheel. At the end of each month, we will be giving away prizes, whether it's most likely like gift cards, or if there's something coming up horror related, that comes in handy. We'll try to work on that. So definitely. But each week we'll pit the chat against you and Charlie, or you can switch it out, you and Pags. But you want to go ahead and share your link?
Yeah,
or your thing. Okay. But in the meantime, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of facts before we do that. So Friday the 13th, I wanted to kind of, just like I said, on the front of the door of the cabin was a plaque identifying it as a fox. The plaque had two brown arrows outlined in yellow. The two arrows crossed each other to form the letter X. The background of the board was faded red, and underneath the arrows was the word fox written in yellow. So you have that right there. And then one of the other facts for Scream. Now here's something, guys, you might not know. But Scream, Matthew Lillard was casted as Stu by chance. He was accompanying his then girlfriend to a different audition, and it was taking place somewhere else in the same building. But casting director Lisa Beach saw Lillard in the hallway and asked if he wouldn't mind auditioning for the part. He definitely got into the role, and then voila, Matthew Lillard became, obviously with Scream. Now, Skeet Ulrich, also with Scream, was casted as Billy Loomis, partly because he resembled Johnny Depp. So he had a significant role in Nightmare on Elm Street, Wes Craven, and Skeet Ulrich kind of reminded him of the Johnny Depp. So you have that. All right. So, that's some facts right there. And guys, I want to just a little shout out. We do have a Patreon channel, Two Boys and Their Pops. So we have that, and I just want to shout out my Patreons. All right, but so you're pulling that up. And like I said, we'll do a lot of different games and stuff like that. And speaking of Scream, we just wanted to check in. Pags, we're going to check in with Roger L. Jackson himself and see what he thinks.
Hello. Do you like scary streams? Who's your favorite horror team? Now listen to me. Be sure to check out Scream Stream. And maybe for you there will be a bonus round. But for poor Logan and Jacob, I'm afraid they won't make the team. They've been cut.
Yeah, so Logan and Jacob, they've been cut. They won't make the team. But here we go. Let's. Do you have this up?
It's like not loading.
Okay, no worry. While you're still,
No, wait, hold on. How about a killer clown quiz?
Yeah.
If that one's working. I don't know why my thing is not loading here. It's just spinning.
well, you may have to refresh it. No worries. While you're working on that, I have another fact to go through. So I did Friday the 13th and Scream. So let me go ahead and give you some Chucky facts. The original plot idea for Chucky was to have lifelike good guy dolls that had blood and latex skin. If the kids tore the latex skin, they could go out and buy official good guy bandages. In a blood brother pact, Andy cut his own hand and mixed his blood with Chucky's, thus causing him to come alive and become human. So now when you look at stuff like that, you're like, okay, like, yeah, like I'm kind of glad that they moved things around and they didn't do that. So you definitely have that. And Freddy Krueger. So here's something for you guys. Freddy Krueger, Wes Craven first came up with the basic idea for the movie from a series of articles in the Los Angeles Times over a 3-year period. There was a group of Southeast Asian refugees from the Hmong tribe who died in horrific nightmares. The group had come to the United States to escape a rain where they were, and within a year of arriving, there was 3 men that died in all similar situations. They were young, healthy men, and basically they would have a nightmare. They would refuse to sleep for as long as they could. When they finally fell asleep from exhaustion, they would wake up screaming, and then they died. The autopsy's results revealed that they had not died from heart failure, but had simply died. It was this inability to find a cause of death that intrigued Craven so much. So the medical authorities have since called it the phenomenon of Asian death syndrome. So definitely, that was something that created the inspiration behind Wes Craven. So just little facts about the movies. That's always interesting to come across and find out from there. So,
Okay, we need to make a decision here. Hey, that's the wrong voice.
okay.
The Charlie voice.
Okay, there you go.
That's better. My Halloween quiz isn't loading for some reason. But I have a Killer Clowns and a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So you pick. Chat.
All right, so we're gonna knock on the chat if you can answer. Now we don't want to put your hair in knots on the choice, but definitely chat. We're gonna be looking to you to decide.
I'll throw one though.
So Horror Collector Fiend says Killer Clowns. When I see 3 of the same, we'll go ahead and pick that.
Killer Clowns or Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So 1 for Killer Clowns so far. Lisa Noble, Alex Conway says Texas Chainsaw. Lisa Noble comes away with Killer Clowns.
One more.
1 more for Killer Clowns, and that will get it.
Come on, root for me. It's only fitting. I gotta see what the hell happened in my Halloween quiz. I worked so hard on that.
Well, did you? How long ago did you submit it? Because sometimes it takes a while to go through.
No, that was done in. I finished it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
No,
all right. So Nessa's tying it up with Texas Chainsaw.
Who's there next? Killer Clowns, it is.
Divine comes through with Killer Clowns. Okay. So we're going to do a quiz on Killer Clowns, and we'll see how that shapes up. If Funko Brothers, okay, no problem. Oh. All right. So while you're queuing that up, I'm going to give you your last Freddy Krueger fact. So the original glove of Freddy Krueger was later used in a Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, but it was also seen hanging on the wall of the workshed in Evil Dead 2 in 1987. This was in response to the use of the Evil Dead that was on a television screen in the film of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and part of a continued banter between directors Wes Craven and Sam Raimi. However, when Wes Craven loaned the glove to a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors set in 1987, it got lost and they were not able to find it. It has long rumored to be in the possession of Robert Englund's agent.
They found it though. I thought.
Okay.
Didn't
Well, that's what I mean. That's the facts that I have. So I don't. I mean, I didn't.
I thought it was. I think they may have just recently. That's all.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and add this to the stream. So it's going to be joinmyquiz.com. And we'll go ahead and have it
in the private chat.
All right.
Copy and paste that.
Yeah, I'm going to copy and paste that right there as well. And put that in there. And there you go, guys. All right. So we'll go ahead and do this quiz here and see how this shapes up. But like I said, generally one of the things we want to do when our streams, we kind of want to go over things in horror, things that might be going on, the news around the world with horror type stuff, maybe some Funko Pops, sodas that are dropping. Now Texas Chainsaw, they are bringing out some new Funko Pops. We also have an Ash Evil Dead soda coming out. And we'll talk about some haunted houses, things like that. Generally we'll talk about some phobias. We'll do a lot of different stuff here on the stream. And that's kind of what we're looking to do. All right. So we're going to see who gets in there real quick. Only you can see from that end. So right now, I see 8 in there?
People jumping in, yeah.
All right. So we do have 12 viewing. If you guys want to join into the quiz, like I said, it's Killer Clowns. You can take a guess, have some fun with it. And we're going to put the top 3 on the wheel. We have 3 from last week, which I believe we had Ness. Did you write it down by chance?
I have, but it's not here. It's
okay. I know I wrote mine down too as well. And I'm going to get like a little book for that.
I got a new setup here, so I got to.
But I know that I know Ness was one. So I'm going to write right now.
I thought it was Ness, Christina, and
yeah, because I know Christina doesn't normally do horror, but
oh wait, oh no, but I can't close it out. I'll know because it's in my records.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, and that's kind of what we're doing is we want to make sure we get that wheel.
I just can't until the end of this game. I can't go back and look without.
Okay, well, go ahead and run. You got the 8 in there. You can go ahead and run.
We'll start at 12:04. There we go. 12:04. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Quiz. Good luck, everybody. Let's see who's winning.
And Pagliacci, I just want to let you know we got to watch out because we've been having some issues in the parking lot. So Divine is, I think it's Divine's car that they're going after, Pagliacci, but the monkeys, they're taking the hubcaps. And yeah, so we got to watch out for that.
Those rotten, dirty, stinking apes.
All right, so they're battling away, and let's see. Like I said, we're gonna do a quiz. It's gonna be Charlie's Choice. So what we'll try to do if we can.
Definitely my choice. My Halloween quiz didn't work, but I had a backup. I had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, and my Killer Clowns.
Well, Charlie, we're gonna have to let everybody know ahead of time, so they can kind of prep a little bit. So,
well, next week we're gonna do my Halloween quiz because I don't know what the heck happened.
All right,
I worked hard on that.
All right, so there we go, Halloween quiz. So we're kind of going from there. But definitely, like I said, we'll see how everybody's popping through.
Oh, I see Superman is starting to make that comeback. Oh no, they're nine. Things change. Chris, Design, Heart Collector Scene. You did terrible today. I could have done better. So why didn't you sing anything? Because that would be cheating.
Now,
You should things.
Pagliacci, do you like metal music, Pagliacci? Because have you ever seen a cat do this, Pags?
Oh, trust me, we live with a cat, and she does some crazy things. You should have seen her trying to scratch me the other day. I was not having it. We all know you came to see us, not Lavasaurus, so. It looks like Heart Collector Fiend is in the lead there. Yeah, yeah. Is Christina still here? Spread the love.
Or you said spread the blood?
Spread the blood.
Spread the blood.
Oh, Divine has taken the lead.
All right, Divine. Here we go.
Who's the clown face? Ness, you have an opportunity, Ness. Open Ness. Really? The real crew. Hello. Hello for joining. Really? Yeah, boy. No, that's not your line. Don't do that.
All right. How many questions did you put in there?
10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 10.
Hey, Root Crew, how are you? Root Crew, they had congratulations. They recently hit 650.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations. Congrats.
So we got to give a, we give a hello to the Root Crew here. We'll give a hello to the Root Crew.
What's your favorite scary movie? Ruguru. What's up? What's up?
There is Christina Payne. So yes, spread the blood. Spread the blood.
I love you, Christina. I've been following Instagram and I love what you're doing. Love the workouts. We have to start working out.
Yeah, I mean, Christina she's been working out, boxing.
You are goals. Now we got to get him to run.
What? Guess what? Dead by Daylight is free for July 8th to 12th. On Switch? It's on Switch, so it's free on all platforms to play. You want to play?
So when we eventually all do the meetup in Vegas, I decided that it's Charlie's coming.
Okay, I think, has this ended? Because I mean, there are 10 questions. Or is somebody still moving?
Somebody was still. I thought Christina was.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure because sometimes it'll stall, and then sometimes it gives you the top 3. I just want to make sure there's nobody else still playing.
It looks like Christina had one more question to go, so I'm not sure.
All right. But anyways, guys, so the chat was able to take care of bringing down Charlie and Robert. Hey, Gem Pops, how are you, bud? So we did a trivia, and the chat was able to bring you guys down. So we did kind of like a Jeopardy style. And that's one of the things that we'll be doing, on a regular type basis is we'll bring different categories in, different movies, and see how the chat compares to the knowledge-wise. Okay, so what do we got here?
Nest need a comeback. Nest in first, Divine second, and Horror Collector Fiend.
All right, so that's fitting. Horror Collector Fiend, right? The name Horror Collector Fiend. All right. So Divine and Nest. All right, and then was there someone real close on the fourth? Was
Um.
third and fourth close or no?
Well, 5100 and then 4800.
Okay, so 300. So who was number four? Who was number four?
Number 4 is a clown face. I don't know who that is. A clown emoji.
Okay, so if you Lisa Noble. Okay, so we'll put Lisa Noble down.
Noble.
On the
Okay.
wheel as well.
What was the toughest question?
So go ahead and review.
At the end of the movie, how do the Terenzi brothers and Arthur Hanson escape the spaceship when it explodes? They hide in the clown car.
All right, so you want to go through the questions?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Here they go. We're going to go back to 1. The clown spaceship looks like what in the original? It's the big top. It looks like a top, like the toy. Which group of brothers wrote, produced, and directed the movie, and also had me created? The Kyoto brothers.
All right.
A little fun fact: Pagliacci was purchased because Pagliacci was actually created in New York City as concept art for a sequel that was never made of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So he sat pretty much in a warehouse, and then they sold him, and I purchased him about a year ago now. Yeah, my birthday's coming up in August.
So Pags, that's true love right there, Pags.
Yes. I would have been in Killer Clowns too. Now I'm stuck here.
Well, you know,
a popular comedian makes a cameo at the beginning of the movie. Christopher Titus in one of his roles. When the clowns start to march through the town, they shoot the townspeople with a gun that turns them into what food? This is my favorite food. Cotton candy.
Oh, nice.
Which shadow trick does one of the clowns use to eat other people? Well, you should know this because it's named after the guy operating me right now. The Tyrannosaurus. That scene traumatized a lot of people. Well, can I say this? Because I've been wanting to do this for a long time to you. How do you kill one of the clowns? You pop its nose. I have been still trying to do that for you. Keep trying. You do that to me, and you're going to see what's going to happen to you. Bite me. Bite me.
Boys. Now remember, you have an audience here, so you know I know it's not every time you get to have an opportunity to come out and play and have fun, but just think of poor Eric over there on the shelf.
He's the normal one. Yeah. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with him. And the other guy, Dusty. Which character escapes the clowns at the beginning of the film, only to be kidnapped later at home? That's Debbie.
All right.
What's the name of the clown leader? Clownzilla, our Lord and Savior. Okay, we went over this one. And last question, what are the Outer Space villains called? Ha! We got some of you. It's Killer Clowns with a K.
Okay, so yeah, so you got to watch out. Sometimes Robert can be a little tricky on that. So, all right. So you know, and then so Lisa Noble says, Killer Clowns homage cover coming out this week. So that might, I think, in the form of comics, maybe something like that. That's cool. Roo Crew Halloween Horror Nights had a Killer Clowns house when we went in 2019. It was awesome. And that's something, you know, looking forward to again, you know, with some of the theme parks and things that they're going to be doing. Now you're also, Robert, talking about maybe possibly getting out on location at some point, right?
Yes. I actually next Saturday, tomorrow I'm going to Boston. Well, in a few hours. In 5 hours, we're getting in the car and going to Boston. A group of friends of mine for the weekend. Next Saturday, I will be live streaming from my Instagram account at Ranger Station in Philly. So we're going to be going to Ranger Station at Philadelphia. So
Now,
you'll
for
see
some of those that might not know, Ranger Station, is that like with
that's a Power Rangers convention that's happening in Philadelphia. So we are going to go to that. But I'm looking to hopefully go to one of the hopefully in October to go into one of these what do you call it, haunted asylums, and
nice.
and obviously
So,
Charlie will be with me. I would take you, Pagliacci, but you're too dang heavy. You need to lose weight. Hey, it's not my fault. Plus, he's huge. It's hard to be. Charlie's easy to manage. Yep, I gotta. Oh, and we're going to Comic-Con. We actually got special passes to Comic-Con this year. Yes, we lucked out. We actually got a special pass this year to New York Comic-Con. They weren't giving out 4-day passes unless you had a pro pass, and we managed to get our hands that I applied for a pro pass because I teach in that area. So we're going to be, we'll actually be, I'm going to see if I could bring him, but he's too heavy to carry around. But Charlie always comes with me. But we will in October also be coming to you live from Comic-Con. So if you want to do something, then we definitely will see you on Instagram and on YouTube.
So Pagliacci, Mr. Crispers entered the building, and he said he's sorry he missed most of this. So Pagliacci, can you give him a little bit? I mean, he, obviously Mr. Crispers, he loves his horror, but he did miss one good show in the beginning. Can you kind of give him a little bit of give him the business?
Yeah, here it is, Mr. Crispers. There's a time on this, so you need to make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell. Otherwise, I'll haunt your dreams at night because you're late. All right? I will haunt your dreams. I will find you, and I will get you. I will get you.
And Charlie, McDorks were stopping in. They've been working a lot, but they're going to be.
McDorks, hello! We're going to be in Florida again. I know we missed you last time, but we will be in Florida at some point this summer. I'll be in touch. And I'm going down with Lobosaurus. We're trying to go down to Galaxy's Edge, so maybe we could plan something and then do some sort of collab, because I will be down there. And guess what? You're not, because you're too heavy to bring down there. Screw you. Screw you. I like the McDorks. I want to see the McDorks. Well, you won't, because chances are I will.
Boys.
Mr. Christopher is asking for a 24-hour stream. We have done that before. We have actually done a long stream before. It was definitely a power stream. So many people, Dead Zone, Totally Mitchin, LBD had come on. We had a lot of people, KNL.
So bad. I remember I went to sleep, woke up, and came back on, as a lot of other people did.
Yeah, it was. I know, because some people were like, "You guys are still on." It was interesting. It was a lot of fun.
You guys did it multiple times, because I remember there was one year. I mean, not 1 year. One stream where I remember I literally was on a deadline to get the return to school plan open and submitted, and I literally couldn't be on, and I ended up coming on back at from my job, and it was like a whole 15 hours later. So, one of the things. So one of the things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play. Let me see. Let me do this. I'm gonna pull this up here. Let's see.
It's okay, Mr. Christopher. We forgive you, but make sure you give it a like.
So Pagliacci, Charlie, Robert, we're gonna give you an opportunity. We're gonna describe some movies. Okay, and you're going to try to name the titles of the movies. If you don't get them, then the chat might get them. But I'm
leaving it up to you two.
We're gonna have a little bit of fun with that. So basically, what I like to call this. Let's see.
You like putting me on the spot today.
So it is some scene gabs, and so we're gonna kind of just some descriptions of some movies, and I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna make it the first one easy for you, just to see if you get it. And just to kind of give you an idea. So the first one here, black and white, chocolate syrup. Son loves his mother, but also fond of the shower.
Psycho.
Okay, so see how that works. So you got Psycho. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and pick some movies here. I'm going to take a look here real quick. Let's see. All right.
Really?
Let me go ahead. And like I said, this is something that's kind of like an ab lib thing, but this is one of the things I might do eventually. Sassy and I did some of this the other day. And definitely, so Sassy took down the Kingdom, Chase's Kingdom. She won on our stream the other day. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give you a synopsis. You're going to go ahead and try to figure out the title of the movie, okay?
Or the chat.
It's going to be you guys, but if you don't get it, but here's the thing. You're going to get a timer, okay? So you're going to have to get it. You're going to get timed. And if you don't get it within 10 seconds, it's going to go to the chat. So
No pressure.
But Mr. Christopher's did say that she cheated. Hi. So let's say, let me go. Hold on real quick. Where are you at? Ham Fam Pops. Hello, how are you? If you guys have not checked out Ham Fam, newer to the family, amazing channel, does a lot of great things, is also one of Sassy Cajun's Patreons. So definitely, like I said, check out Ham Fam Pops. So welcome. Appreciate you guys in. All right, so here we go. So they are traveling, and they have car trouble. Moments later, they crash into a disabled vehicle and they are stranded. But the friends discover that they are being stalked in the backwoods.
Okay. Cool. Backwoods.
They are hungry and fierce, and they will be eaten unless they can be outsmart.
So it's either Wrong Turn or Hills Have Eyes.
So again, that says I know, but yes. Hey Sharon, how are you? How's it going? So
some sort of.
It was Wrong Turn. So yes, Wrong Turn was that, and some of these, like I said, I can't mention the names. I don't want to give away, but let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead now. Don't look at the chat, okay? Make sure you don't look at the chat. King Bob said Wrong Turn. So now you guys give me. We can do it two ways, guys. I can either pick the movie and give him the synopsis. If he gets it wrong, you can take a guess. Or you guys can provide a movie for me, and I will go ahead and pull up the synopsis and see if he can get it. So would you guys like to take a chance at guessing if he gets it wrong, or would you like to give him the movie to see if he can get it? So you tell me. We'll see if we get three of them the same. But basically what I would do is, this is a segment that we would do as well, where I would pull up synopsis for you to try to guess some of the horror movies. So let's see. So we got give the movie. Okay, so we'll go ahead and so we're going to say give a movie. So here's what we'll do is I will go ahead and so I'm just going to pick you guys random in the chat throughout, and then you guys can pick movies, and we'll give people an opportunity, and we'll look at the synopsis to see if he gets it. Now, like I said, no cheating, Pags. All right, so Divine, go ahead. We'll let you go ahead.
He's not that good. Both his hands are being used right now, and you can't see crap.
So Divine, you go ahead and give me a movie, and you guys can pick movies, and I'll look at the suggestions too as well if you want to do that. But Divine, we'll let you choose first, and then after that, you guys just kind of randomly pick horror movies, and I'll look at some of the synopsis.
My nose itches.
All right, so let's see what Divine pulls up and see if we can nail it. All right, Divine, we're ready.
Hold on.
Okay, so I got one from there, from Mr. Crispers. Still waiting on Divine's choice. He just meant, okay, there we go. Oh, let me check IG. Okay. All right. And then that's cool too. That's another way too. You can always message me.
That's
That's
smart.
cool. Yeah, sometimes you can. Okay. All right, let me go ahead. Good one. Let me see if I can pull that up. Just to see if Charlie.
What am I, chopped liver?
Well, you're actually the closer, so you're the closer, my friend. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. When he's not working in an electronics store, he hangs out, he lives with his best friend. The only unpredictable element in his life is his girlfriend. The town is inexplicably overrun, and now they have to rise to the occasion and protect the girlfriend and the mother.
Girlfriend and the mother. Can you read it one more time?
Yeah, I'll give you a total of 2 reads and everything, but I'm trying to give it as so how you go. But so when he's not working at the electronics store, he lives with his best friend, and when the town is overrun, they must rise to the occasion and protect both his girlfriend and his mother.
Army of the Dead.
What's that?
Yeah, Army of the Dead, isn't it? Yeah.
So your answer. Okay, so you're saying Army of the Dead?
Yeah.
So anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat want to take a guess at what it is? I know Divine knows, but I mean, anybody else want to have an idea what it might be?
Did we mess that up?
So once again, when he's not working in an electronics store, the only he wishes desperately. Let's say, so I'm trying to make sure I get some parts that will help, but some parts that I don't want to give away. But when he's not working in an electronics store, he hangs out with his best friend, and when the town is explicitly overrun, he must rise to the occasion and protect his girlfriend and his mother. And so here we have.
No. Oh! How did I screw this up? Electronics store. You got red on you.
Now, if I would have said, he's not when he's not working electronics, he lives with his best friend in a small flat on the outskirts of London.
You got red on you.
And if I would have said when the town is explicitly overrun,
this is our favorite zombie movie.
When the town's overrun by zombies, so I'm trying to like give you.
I don't know why we thought Army of the Dead. It's Shaun of the Dead.
Yes, Shaun of the Dead is the one.
I can't believe it took us a while. That's our favorite zombie movie.
So, Mr. Crispers, if you have one that you would like, you can message me on IG. If you are Ness, if you guys want to message me on IG, if you have a choice, and then what we'll do is we'll pick that, and then that way, if he doesn't get it, we'll still have the opportunity for the chat to try to pick that up. So,
I'm just really mad we didn't get that the first try. How do we screw that up? I was thinking too hard.
Anybody that wants to message me a movie choice. Feel free to do that. I'll look at the first one. What I'm trying to do is make sure I'm also giving the chat an opportunity to guess and see if they do it. So,
they send it to you on Instagram. That's just to prove.
So, and like I said, Ness got that one right. So we got to give her some ovation here. She gets the Deadpool ovation. And like I said, Mr. Crispers, we don't want you to get your head in a knot, Mr. Crispers. Absolutely, 100%. We will be keeping an eye on you. So just so you know. But let's see. Hey, Mad Hatter, how are you? Mad Hatter Pops.
Is this the Mad Hatter?
Yeah, and if you want to get to know Mad Hatter even a little bit more, you can catch him next Thursday on Pop In Around the World.
Oh,
Sassy and I, Mad
go
Hatter will be
down the
coming in.
rabbit hole with the Mad Hatter
Yeah,
on traveling, popping around the world.
Pop In Around the World. That's right, guys. So don't forget,
Check Eric and Sassy out.
Eric and Sassy, Pop In Around the World. All right, so here we go. We have a entry. We have an entry in from a contestant here from the stream. And so we have Mr. Christopher has picked his movie. So here we go, Charlie and Pegs and Robert. So here's your synopsis. As a child, Jonathan was almost killed by his father, but during a satanic ritual, after being saved, he inherits a house, and he later on inherits a house. Okay, so as a child, he was almost killed by his father, but during a satanic ritual, but he was saved, and the person that he was raised by kept him unaware of his background. However, the gentleman, as he got older, he inherited a house, and he moves in with his girlfriend. But during a party, he kind of performs a ceremony, and the ceremony unleashes something that terrorizes them throughout the movie.
Let's see. All right.
So once again, as a child, this is a horror movie. As a child, Jonathan was almost killed by his father during a satanic ritual, and after being saved and raised, the gentleman who raised him kept him unaware of his background. Jonathan inherits a house, okay, and moves into the house with his girlfriend. And during a party, he jokingly performs a ceremony that turns out to be a real ceremony that unleashed creatures throughout the house.
Why am I thinking? No, it's not the No.
You're getting stumped, my friend. All right, so it doesn't. I'm going to give you, Charlie, your final answer. Charlie, what's your answer?
I don't think it's not Amityville Horror. That's good. The Ouija board movie?
Okay, so you're saying the Ouija board movie. Now remember, don't be looking in the chat, Charlie. Okay, so now we'll leave it to the chat and see if they know. Ness, of course, says she knows. So let's see if the chat happens. Anybody in the chat might guess the movie. And of course, so Ness gets it with Ghoulies. It was Ghoulies. So the actual synopsis, Ghoulies. Now, one of the things I may have given away to you possibly is he has unleashed small demonic creatures. Small demonic creatures. Ghoulies, of course.
Creepers, but no, I thought it was the Ouija board movie.
All right. So now what I'll do is that if somebody wants.
All
right, so I have another entry. Somebody has sent me another entry. So let's see if this one you may get as a possibility. I will be surprised if you don't. But let's see if this comes through here. All right.
No cat.
Okay. So now remember, this might not be what you think. I'm going to give you that clue. It may not be what you think, but he terrorizes 3 young women and anyone else in his way on Halloween night. terrorizes 3 young women and anyone else in his way on Halloween night?
I feel like this is too easy for Halloween. So it's either Halloween. I think it's Terror Train because you said terror. You're stopping me, right? You said terror, so I'm gonna go with Terror Train.
I said terrorizes 3 young women and anyone else in his way on Halloween night.
3 young women, anyone else in his way. Well, he does. Michael does follow the 3 girls, but I feel like it's too easy that it's Halloween. It can't just be Halloween.
Okay, so Pagliaccio, I'm going to give you
I'm
final
gonna go with Terror Train.
Terror Train. Okay, so Terror Train is not correct.
It's Halloween. I'm gonna be so pissed.
Well, I already told you it even though it sounds it's not as simple as it sounds. Okay, so Ness says that she knows this one. So let's see if it comes through. Matt Hatter is saying Friday the 13th. So Horror Collector Peen was the one that sent this one in. And so Ness, and we recently had an interview with this guy. Terrifier. Now, had I said a maniac clown terrorizes 3 young women and anyone else on his way on Halloween night. Now, of course, you most likely probably would have got that from there, right?
Yeah, I can't. I didn't even think
So,
of that.
I mean, that's one of the things from there. So, and I have to leave out bits and pieces. I can't make it too easy for you, but definitely really good. So let's see here.
I think Terror Train was
Okay. All right, so I got another one sent in from Sharon Birdwell. So let's go ahead. Now she's doing one. Let's see. You can think one, yeah, but you have to think of a movie. Okay.
Smart decision by leaving and staying.
All right, so here we go. This sci-fi classic follows teenagers as they try to protect their hometown. No one else has seen what they have seen, and the police refuse to believe the kids without any proof.
This is it. It's it.
Okay, so you're saying that it's it?
Repeat it again.
Hey, Welsh, how are you, bud? Hope you had a great day as well.
Oh, no, it's a sci-fi. Wait, no, it's a sci-fi. It's you said classic, so Stranger Things is out of the question. Repeat it again.
Okay, this sci-fi classic follows teenagers as they try to protect their hometown. They first discover about it, but no one else. What'd you say?
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Okay, so Charlie's saying Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So do we have any other guesses? Now this is coming in from Sharon Birdwell. We'll see if anybody can figure out. It is a sci-fi classic. And Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a good one. So we have Creature as a guess.
Creature.
King Bob says Red Dawn.
Isn't that a game?
Red Dawn was a movie when they're they were fighting the town with Patrick Swayze. See Thomas Howell. We got E.T. or Monster Squad. So Ness a little on this one. Okay, so let me go ahead and read it to you in 100%. Yeah, Jake, if you want to pick one, but I'm reading I'm going to give you the actual synopsis, and you can probably figure it out from here. A drive-in favorite, this sci-fi classic follows teenagers Steve and his best girl as they try to protect their hometown from a gelatinous alien life form that engulfs everything it touches. The first to discover the substance and live to tell about it, they witness the blob destroying an elderly man and growing to a terrifying size, but no one else has seen the goo, and policeman Dave refuses to believe the kids without proof.
Yeah, well, we didn't even think of the blob, but
yeah. That was a bomb. And
It
remember,
was a classic, and then they remade it.
and Sharon Birdwell, so she's on, it was a classic. Now, she says she's 66. I don't believe her. I think she looks really young. So I would say she's 46. Definitely. I would not say 66, somewhere in that neighborhood. But she looks great for 66. All right. So we have, so if somebody else, let me see if somebody else pulls anything through. If somebody else wants to send one through that they can think of. Well, Jake, you said you had one, right? So okay, so my son Jake is going to give me one. He's playing his VR right now, and he's hearing it, so he's going to give me a movie. So Jake,
Wait, we can
write it
actually make sure he writes it down because we can hear
it. Write it down right there. Just write the name of the movie. I'm going to give the synopsis. Okay.
You're really getting my. I can hear it. Just being fair.
Well, no, Mr. Christopher's my mom raised me right.
Have you guys done that one yet?
Yeah, can you think of one differently? Of all the scary movies that might be out there? Think of one. If you can still think of one, and then I'll go to a different one. But still think of one. Let's see here. Okay, so this one is going to be. I'm going to go still back to old school, and I just want to see because old school movies or whatever the case may be. But let's go ahead and throw this one up here, and I'll be surprised if anybody's heard this. I do remember this movie. So when a strange substance appears on a remote island, the farmer deems it a blessing and feeds it to some of the animals on the farm. But soon other wildlife, such as rodents and insects, have eaten the food. But now they become those among terrorizing the island. So the island is fighting for their lives.
Isn't it the island of Dr. Moreau?
The island of Dr. Moreau? No. So one more time, when a strange edible substance appears on a remote island, a farmer deems it a blessing and feeds it to the farm animals. Soon other wildlife has eaten the food and grows in size. These gigantic beasts start terrorizing the island.
I don't know.
House of the Dead. Like I said, some may remember this movie. Some may. Huh?
I said we've gotten 3 in a row so far wrong.
I know that one.
That was did a smart thing by hiding behind the mask and leaving us to deal with all this.
Okay, so I don't know if Sharon might get this one or not. So let me go ahead. Now I'll give you the full synopsis. When a strange edible substance appears on a remote island, local farmer Mr. Skinner and his wife deem it a blessing and feed it to their farm animals. Soon other wildlife such as rodents and insects have eaten the food, which makes anything that consumes it grow in size. These gigantic beasts start terrorizing the island, and they are fighting. So the people on the island are fighting for their lives against the gargantuan creatures. This was an H.G. Wells classic, Food of the Gods. Food of the Gods. So definitely, it's a 1976 film, but definitely Food of the Gods. And so they ate this weird stuff, that kind of edible substance that appeared. Okay, so my son has picked the movie, so I'm going to go ahead and give the synopsis for this one. And we'll see if you can figure this one out. Okay. All right. Making a horrific discovery in the basement of an old abandoned church, their routine road trip turns into a heart-stopping race for their lives.
Jeepers creepers.
All right, so there, yes, he definitely got that one. So after making a horrific discovery in the basement of an old abandoned church, Trish and her brother Derry watch a routine road trip home from college turn into a heart-stopping race for their lives to find themselves the chosen prey of an indestructible force that relentlessly pursues them and gives a new chilling to the meaning to the old song "Jeepers Creepers." Huh? We did that one. Oh, I don't know about that one. We haven't done that one.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. We got a. All right, this one I'll go with. So Sharon's sending another one. This one I got a feeling Sharon he may get this one as well. So he just started a roll. Let's see if he figures this one out. All right, so.
What?
All right, so remnants of a mysterious animal have come to light, and a group intends to determine if the find is an anomaly or evidence of an undiscovered beast. Let's see. So remnants of a mysterious animal have come to light, and a group of scientists intend to determine if the find is evidence of an undiscovered beast. But in order to accomplish their goal, they must brave the perilous pieces that the land has to offer.
Isn't it Bogey Creek?
Bogey Creek?
Yeah, isn't it Bogey Creek? Sasquatch.
Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer?
No. The last broadcast. Scientists, right? I'm gonna say it's the last broadcast. No, Bogey Creek. The last broadcast.
Okay, so I will give you. I will. So I will give the chat. I will give you a little bit of clue. It is an older movie.
So, yeah. That what came before? Bogey Creek. I'm going with Bogey Creek. That's what I wanted.
Okay, so you went with Bogey Creek. So I'm gonna read the full synopsis. Remnants of a mysterious animal have come to light in a remote jungle, and a group of scientists intends to determine if the find is an anomaly or evidence of an undiscovered beast. To accomplish their goal, the scientists must brave the most perilous pieces of land South America has to offer, but the terrain is nothing compared to the danger posed by an unworldly being that endangers their work and their lives. And I will give you one more clue. It's in black and white.
Oh, the lost. No. The creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes, it was the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, wow.
Now see if we throw a lot of different things your way, it becomes a little bit easier. But if we leave some pieces, so one of the things I might call this is missing pieces. We'll figure out. But this is one of the things that I'll do. So my son wanted to throw in another one here to see if you can get this one. All right.
By the way, besides Will be popping, who else is in Boston? We're going to be in Boston in a few hours.
You're gonna be in Boston, yes. I know Geeky Mama is not too far from there as well. But but Boston area. Trying to think offhand. All right, so here's your other one.
Okay.
A single mother, plagued by the violent death of her husband, battles with her son's fear, but soon discovers a sinister presence all around her.
Babadook?
Jake's putting his arms up in the air. Yes, Babadook.
Babadook.
Now, the full synopsis: a single mother plagued by the violent death of her husband battles with her son's fear of a monster lurking in the house, but soon discovers a sinister presence all around her.
That was
Bobby.
good. I think that was the last movie that actually made me jump. Besides the Conjuring.
All right, so if you have a movie, if you can think of a movie that might stump them, let me know. But generally, kind of what we do on our stream, guys, is we are going to play games like this where we will have a Jeopardy style, where we'll put up topics, whether it could be something like Jaws, birds. We could do movies from the 80s, 70s, whatever the case may be. We'll have a Jeopardy style format, and the chat will go up against Charlie or Pags and Robert. And we will also play some different styles of games. So now, Charlie, if any more come in, I'll go ahead and do that. But here's what we're going to do now, Charlie. We're going to play a game with you and Pagliacci, okay?
Okay.
You and Pagliacci are going to have a conversation, okay? So let me cue this. Let me cue this up here.
Let's see how long before he accidentally switches our voices. Yeah, he's really not that good.
All right. So here's the name of the game. Okay, and so how this works is, let's see if I can find the. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, so how this is going to work, Pags and Charlie and chat. I'm going to go ahead and give them each a word in the private chat. Okay, I'm going to give them each a word in the private chat, and they're going to start a conversation with each other as fluid as they can. Now they're going to try to sneak the word in the best they can without the chat figuring out.
I have this full screen, so I kind of have to 1 second because I can't see anything besides us. So I'm going to have to give me 1 second. Hey, fix this.
Okay, so basically, just explaining the chat though, the chat's going to try to figure out what word you might try to sneak in. Now, if you're good in the conversation, you might be able to sneak that word in without the chat knowing. So let's see if you're able to basically fail or grail here. Now, some words may just come across funny, and they just may pick up on it, and that's fine. That's okay. But your job is to try to have a conversation as fluid as possible. And you don't want to really give the word away so early. You want to but you don't want to give away too late either. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead.
I'm a lot of credit right now. Seriously.
Okay. So who wants Charlie? I'm going to give you the word first.
Okay.
Okay. So this will be your word. And before, don't start until I give you both your words. But Charlie, that is going to be your word. And then you're going to have this word here, Pags. Okay, so those are your two words. So Charlie, you have yours, and Pags, you have yours. So we're going to go ahead and start the conversation. And so generally what we'll do is, Charlie, you are going to start it off. So Charlie, being the fact that recently it was 4th of July, how was your experience? Did you get the chance to do anything?
I did. I actually got to go to New York City. And in New York City, I got to see a bunch of fireworks. I was able to really go back and see we're vaccinated, so we didn't have to walk around with a mask. We got to enjoy the parks. Of course, we ran into quite the interesting crowd when we were there. Definitely went to subways. And of course, when you're in the subways, you get to see the nice critters, flying roaches, all these crazy, these pizza rat. They got everything. They got pizza rat, they got Coke rat, they got Kit rat. They even got, pizza mouse, Kit mouse, all these crazy creatures down in the subway.
Wow. So what do you think about that, Pags?
I find it interesting that he switched our voice, so I told you he's not that good. Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, you want
so wait. So before you guys guess, let Pags try to get his word in, and then we'll see if you guys.
I am going to make sure that if you make that mistake again and steal my voice again, I swear to God, I will hire bounty hunters, mercenaries, snipers to come after you. Do you understand me? Leave my voice to me, and you stick to your little high-pitched voice. All right.
Okay, so they have finished their sentence. They have gotten their words in. So it is sneak the word. So let's see if they were able to sneak in the word, or if you were able to figure out what may possibly have been the clue words for the two.
Can I just point out that this is actually quite an interesting exercise in trying to get me to get better at this thing?
Well,
This is a good idea. I did not know he was going to do this. So I am literally just like, how the hell am I going to pull this off? Thank God I have the mask on.
Well, I do this to Sassy too, because that way she doesn't like. I put them on the spot with the words, and I pick the words ahead of time, and I make sure based on who our guest is too, just to have a little bit of fun. Now, Mad Hatter Pops is in the stream, and he knows he's going to be a guest on Thursday. But don't worry, Mad Hatter Pops. We have lots of different games that we play. So even though you may see something like this, you may be playing something totally different. So
I'm going to put myself on a spot, and this is actually a good practice for me as I'm trying to get better at the ventriloquism thing.
Well, yeah.
Not have the mask on. That way I can.
Okay, so I haven't seen the words come through yet. So Charlie, what was your word?
Titmouse.
Okay, so Charlie's word was titmouse. Okay, and if any, okay, now so if you look up the definition of titmouse, if you guys don't know, so titmouse is let's see, let me go ahead and put definition down here. So if you guys know, this is an actual word. It is a small songbird that searches acrobatically for insects among foliage and branches, a titmouse. So it is a small songbird. Okay. So
in Central Park.
And your word, Pags, was
mercenary.
Mercenary. So he had mercenary. So those were those two words. So, like I said, very good at a job of hiding those words right there. So Horror Collector Fiend says he's going to use that hashtag all over YouTube. Okay, so here, let's go ahead and so now, Pags, you're going to go first this time.
Oh, great.
And I am going to go ahead and give you your word. And, I almost put it in the chat instead of the private chat. Okay. So here we go. That is going to be your word there. And then I am going to go ahead and give you, Charlie, your word for, let's see, and there we go. Okay, so Charlie, and you have your word, and so Pags, you have your words. So Pags, we're going to go ahead and start you off, and we'll go ahead and start the sentence. So Pags, like I said, I know it's kind of hard sometimes taking second fiddle to Charlie. Charlie was the first one in the house, but I'm sure things are coming along, and you could just be in a storage somewhere, but you still are part of a family. So give us some breakdown there, Pags.
Well, one thing that always bothered me is the fact that I like to travel. I want to travel to Boston with them tomorrow, but it looks like there's no room for me because I am the size of a small child. I just want to be able to enjoy a nice car ride, just using all I want to do is be able to plug in my iPhone with my dongle and listen to music and rap. I just want to be able to have a tantalizing enjoyment of music, song, and just enjoy the views.
Okay. Hey, what's up, Tills Pops? How are you guys? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. All right, so we'll go ahead. So Charlie, just feed into that as well.
Well, listen, The reason we don't pick you is because you get car sick. I'm not dealing with that. The last time we went to Florida, all you did was just in the back. It was like The Exorcist, just vomitory all over the place, just let, 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 let. Why don't you just, use your conscious mind to just really think of this tantalizing situation that you put us in when we're driving in a car? We get car sickness and your
All right.
motion sickness and dizziness.
All right, so there you go. They put their words, they sneak in their words into the sentence. So let's see if you get an opportunity to figure out what two words were used, and then kind of going from there. But so basically, the game we're playing is called Sneak the Word. So Charlie and Pags will create a sentence with each other, and they will try to put in a word that you might not recognize. Hopefully, they'll be able to sneak it in the sentence, or we'll see if you guys figure it out. But there were two words that were used, and so we're just seeing if you had an opportunity to figure it out. So Ness says tantalizing. Nope, tantalizing was not one of the words. And then what I'm going to do is
Yes, to pronounce words the right way. It's not easy when you're trying to not lose your lips as much.
okay. So she says vomit. Well, vomitory was one of the words. So we had vomitory.
She deserves it.
And then the other word that we had was dongle. And does anybody know what dongle definition of dongle is? So we have definition of dongle: a small device able to be connected to and used with a computer, especially to allow access to wireless broadband. A dongle or a dangle, they pronounce. So if anybody ever says, hey, can I use your dongle? Like I said, it's one of those things. So it is a computer thing. All right, so let's go ahead with your next round here. Let's see if now I'm going to put some horror words in here, and just things that might pop up, and just see if people figure it out. All right, and like I said, you want to try to sneak it as much as possible. So who is first?
I don't know. Third base.
It's going to be so clown. You get, since you're clowning around, you get to go first. That is going to be your word. Yeah, absolutely. We're finishing that out too. And then let's go ahead and give you. Let's go ahead now and give you your second word.
My nose itches again. Don't scratch it. You almost used my voice again.
Okay, and then we'll go ahead and put your word in here. Okay, and so these are your two words. So Pagliacci.
Okay.
So Charlie, you're gonna start, or is Pags gonna start? Who's gonna go?
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Want to know why? Because I am tired and sick and tired of the fact that you, Charlie, take the starlight from me. It should be equal time. Well, if you weren't such an annoying person, maybe you'd have a little bit more time. But your voice is just annoying. Listen, I'll decapitate you and slit your throat, and you're going to be in such a situation that I am going to.
What's up, Andrew? How are you? Okay, Charlie.
I'm going to cut your throat. You're going to be decapitated, and you're going to have an onomatopoeia. You know what an onomatopoeia is? You ever watch comic books? You read comic books, you mean?
I guess we're gonna have to cue the music, dude. All right. So, what words did you hear that you think might be the sneak words? Obviously, there are horror type of words. So, what would be the snake words that you think you might have heard? And let's see. Not sure. We'll give it a second to see if it comes through. You did get your word in, right, Charlie? I want to make sure.
No, I didn't actually.
Okay, so why don't you still kind of finish that off?
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'm easier to travel. I'm easier to get around. So we're gonna be traveling, and we're gonna make some stops along the way. So we're gonna stop in Rhode Island and Connecticut. We're gonna go to a couple of different scary places. Oh, we're also gonna be going to the. I want to see. I want to be able to go visit my girlfriend Annabelle in the Warren Occult Museum. You know, to make sure that we go do some sort of séance and maybe conjure her up.
Ah,
That's a really stupid idea. You know that? You know Annabelle doesn't like you anymore. Remember the last time? She wanted to turn you into pencils. How'd that work out for you? Well, she did sharpen my hand.
all right. So he did sneak in a word there. So we'll see if anybody might figure that one out. One of the words that might have been through that sentence, if it comes through. But yes, Ness got decapitate. So decapitate was one of the words. So you did get that. Good job on that, Ness. But other than that, Colt. So it was the occult, basically the occult. But yes, the Colt was there. So once again, awesome job with that. So that is kind of how.
I find other words in there just to kind of your goodness.
So that is some of the games that we definitely will be playing.
That puts me on the spot, and realize also forces me to get a little bit more better with them.
And I mean, and that's that's a lot of a lot of thinking too. But definitely,
that made me nauseous looking back and forth when you said vomit. It's like I gotta find a better strategy than look at them because I'm going like this and I'm like.
But for those that are coming in and that might not know, once again, if you're tuning in for the first time, one of the things that we are trying to do with Scream Stream is just kind of have a little bit of fun for you guys. Well, we were looking at possible times, but we're also looking at having some fun with you guys. We're also looking at possibly, we've reached out to this actor here, Mr. James Jude Courtney, who plays Michael Myers in the Halloween movies. And we're hoping we've reached out to his agent. We've had some conversations through email. So we're hoping, keeping our fingers crossed, that we'll have an opportunity to bring him on and interview him for a little bit and just hang out and just talk Halloween, whatever the case may be, whatever they're allowed in regards. And so we're hoping for that. And if that does happen, we'll definitely let you know once I know. And other than that, Seance Toho. So Robosaurus Rex, I know he's looking to do some things this weekend and head out. He said to Boston. So on the East Coast, it is a little bit later than on the West Coast. And we have been going for 2.5 hours, which we really appreciate each and every one of you guys spending some time with us, hanging out with us, whether you're laying in bed listening, whether you have us on the TV, whether you have us on the phone. A lot of you guys participating. Andrew Weeble coming in. Hope that you're feeling better, my friend.
Hello,
I know
Andrew.
Andrew's been battling, so hopefully some things will go well for you. Also, if you guys are looking to get mystery boxes today, I know that Papa Willie is going to be doing a mystery box. He's dropping it Saturday today. There's a lot going on, 50 plus 10 shipping. There's a lot of things that he's offering. So check out his IG page. And so he's got a lot going on from there. But like I said, so Mad Hatter, good night. Look forward. Once again, Mad Hatter will be on our stream later on Thursday coming up, popping around the world with Sassy. We do that on 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys have suggestions, things that you'd like to see on the stream, we want to do this for you. Like we want you guys to come hang out. We know that a lot of you guys enjoy their horror. A lot of you guys are hanging out on the weekends. We appreciate it. This is what we do. It's Scream Stream. We're here to talk horror, and we want you to always be involved in the chat. So, we appreciate everything as much as possible. Even Welsh Dragon Funko Hunter, who's in the UK, coming in and hanging out. Wherever you may be, whatever you're doing, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. So, Charlie, Pagliacci, what do you guys got to say? Anything, that you guys would like to add and chime in?
Well, I really enjoyed this as my hat fell off. Let's continue doing this. I think this is really fun. I'm really looking forward to this. Once we find a good time slot. I know everybody's gonna come to see moi. They're gonna come to see me. No, me. Me. No, me.
No, they're gonna come see us.
And if you think of a different time that might fit, if you guys are okay with this time, we want to be able to just have an opportunity for people to come hang and have fun. We definitely want to challenge chat versus Pags and Robert and Charlie again, and we'll definitely do some of that. And just have a little bit of interaction, a little bit of fun. We'll put you guys on the wheel. We'll have Charlie's Choice quiz. Hopefully next week it'll be Halloween. And like I said, when we're family and you're hanging out, it's always fun. It's something we enjoy. We appreciate 100%. And just so you guys know, also for Two Boys and Their Pops, we do a Patreon. There's small tiers. You can join the Patreon. We definitely supporting the channel. Appreciate that. But just being here is a big thing as well. Other than that, but anything else that you want to add in there?
We have a mystery box to open if you want to end it with that.
Oh, mystery box. What do you say?
Long overdue mystery box we needed to open from the McDorks.
What do you say, Ghostface? Oh, well, I'll overrule him. We'll go ahead and keep our eye on him a little bit. So definitely, let's go ahead and queue you up big screen and get that mystery box.
I'm gonna go get it, but I gotta actually go get it for him. I'll be right. I'll see you guys later.
All right. So and here we go. All right. So like I said, if there's any issues, we'll make sure. Like I said, we don't want to have to put you in the penalty box 100%. Don't get in the penalty box, guys. But
Destroy the room.
So Deadpool, once you cue the music. Yeah, we're gonna cue the music. All right.
You're gonna.
So let's stay there. Don't have anything. In the meantime, while he's getting that, guys, Two Boys and Their Pops.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger.
So, I've been meaning to open this.
All right.
Box 24.
Box 24. Here we go. So this was the McDorks mystery box. Now, do you remember what some of the hits were?
I didn't. I've been out of touch with stuff from work. So,
welcome back, Sharon. Welcome back. He's going to open up a mystery box.
hey, here we go. Whoop.
He stumped the clown.
What's in here? All right, last time I did this, everything fell out. But
all right, Andrew, make sure you take care, bud. We appreciate you being here. Principal's office or penalty box. Andrew Reed will always get in one of those.
you did a good job.
How come Andrew gets to get up?
It's all coming out together.
Uh,
Shout out to the McDorks.
Big dorks.
This has literally been sitting on the side here this whole time. Let's do the first one. Let's do this. We'll go left this way to that way. Who is this? What?
Oh,
Batman Joker.
like the Joker Batman. I think I have that one.
Batman.
All right, that's cool.
So flat down. The child. I was going to join my. Oh, it's a different one. I don't have this one. I have like every child's day. Target exclusive child.
They have some miniature ones that I saw that look pretty cool. They're like about $7, but they got some miniature ones.
Child shrine is over there.
Yeah.
Whoop. And... Oh, Flock Vulpix. There's another one.
Oh, okay.
This Summer Convention Limited. I don't think I have that sticker on this one, but I do have a Vulpix. But
Well, it's always good when you have different stickers too. So
yes. Okay, that's yeah. I do have one more thing that I haven't opened up yet. Do you guys want me to do that?
yeah, go ahead and open up another one.
Now this is not horror related, but not that the other one was. But I do have. I was gonna do a video with this, but I'll do it for you here. Whoops! I hope I didn't mess that up. This my actor's not on. Yep. Let me not expose myself here. Some of you may be fans and know that I'm a big fan of this if you haven't seen everything here to my left. That's it. Thank God I didn't go deep with that. I would have messed this up. Let's see if anybody can guess what this is.
They're gonna guess. Is it a Pizza Hut box?
Anybody know what this
Does anybody know what that is? Does that look like any kind of Power Ranger that you might know?
We go right about there. It's definitely Power Rangers.
Anybody might know what it might be?
Oh shoot, that's pretty cool. This is dividing it. It's definitely the Megazord. Oh, please don't mess this box up. These are an exclusive Reebok themed Megazord shoes.
Oh wow. Interesting.
I believe the other one's a different color, and it matches that of the Megazord. There they are.
Man, you get yourself a matching jacket. You could be the Fresh Ranger of Bel Air.
Yes. So, Reebok's exclusive Megazord sneakers.
Yeah, well, you definitely.
Now, what's interesting is that they have one for each Power Ranger, and if you collect them all, it's a little too pricey for my taste. These were, I believe, $180. If you go to Reebok, they're still available, but they have a couple of the other ones, the Pink Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Black Ranger, and if you collect the boxes, they actually build a Megazord.
So they're shoes, and then the boxes build the Megazord.
Correct. So when you put them together and when they stack up, they form the Megazord. Let me see if I find a quick picture of it.
Okay.
That I can share.
Yeah, saying hi to John's Comics. How are you, John? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, because Tills Pop says the question. So they have some questions, it seems, about that.
Sure.
They're definitely saying those are dope. Andrew, super cool. Sharon Birdwell, oh wow, very cool. So obviously those shoes are
Yeah, those I'm obviously not wearing those. Those are just for display purposes. Even though they are, I did order my size. They start to trust me. If you want all of them, they come up to like $500 or $600. It's a little too much. I didn't want to spend that much on it. I know I'd spend all me money, as they say. Let me see where the
well, we're gonna say hi to John's Comics. We'll give him a little hello. How are you? And John, hopefully you didn't park in the out there in the parking lot. We've had the natives are a little restless, out there in the parking lot. They have a tendency to take the hubcap, so you got to be careful with that.
I'm gonna have to share my entire screen, but
All right, go ahead and put this here for you.
Do you see the different sneakers?
Yeah, so you got the yellow one.
Yeah, so the one that I showed you is not here. These are the other 5 sneakers. When you collect all of them and you get the box for it, it forms this Megazord. Now, I think you have to get 2 of the same, which is why it gets pricey. It looks like the sword came with this. Let me try to. Is that good? I can't tell. I can't see the stream.
So go ahead and break down the colors. So I see a yellow box, right?
So the yellow box is the saber-toothed tiger. Oh, they're the shoes that I got here on the side. But the yellow box is a saber-toothed tiger. It's this particular. If you see this yellow shoe, you get those shoes. I believe they're like range from like $110 to $180 each. I think most of them are $150 or $160. These in particular, the ones I bought, were $180. The blue, which is here, the Triceratops. Here's the picture of them. The red Tyrannosaurus, I believe, is the head. Yeah, and then I think here's the part that I'm not necessarily sure of. I think you have to, and this is the part where I was kind of thrown off because I was tempted to buy all of them. But this particular shoe, unless they come in 2 separate ones, I don't know how that works. But the black shoe for the Black Rangers would be the arms. I'm curious if you either have to buy 2 sets, 2 pairs, or they come when you order them, they come in one arm each. So, see how that works. I am not sure how that works, but these are the shoes that I have here. And
I'm sure they make you buy 2 sets.
Yeah, I would be pretty. That's the only reason I stopped. Like maybe in time I will get them all. I could have gotten them all now, but I just didn't want to. I'm like, no, let me save some money. I was going away, so I was like, let me not splurge right now. But I got the main one. I really wanted the shoes, but they are available if you go to Reebok. They are in stock. These are. Wait, no, this is not. This is something else. But let me see if I go to Reebok itself. Here we go. 180, as I said. They have all different sizes. It doesn't look like they are sold out. So if you just go to Reebok and just type in Power Rangers in a search.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Power Rangers fan, if you haven't noticed. I'm tempted to wear them at the con next Saturday, but I don't want to mess them up. So here we go. For those of you who are interested, you have the Power Rangers 180, the ones I got, 150 for the Black Ranger, 100 for the Yellow Ranger. These are the Pink Rangers, 120. I think these are little kid versions, $65. They're a little different. The Blue Ranger. Doesn't say here, and then the Red Ranger one, and these are preschool edition. These 2 are for little kids, but these are the collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all for the whatchamacallit. So that's it.
Okay, that's pretty cool right there.
Again, there's shoes.
Chat, should I wear this next week at the Ranger Station Con? I'm going to be meeting some of the actors there. I have a photo op with Carla Perez, who played Rita Repulsa. I'm tempted to wear them, or should I just leave them displayed? What do you think? Should I wear them now? Oh, is that Flipcake?
Yeah, he's making some Halloween merch. He's getting ready for the season. So here, pull this up real quick.
A big thank you. I know I've been MIA, and I'm starting to come back, but obviously is my new nightlight. I rearranged my entire setup. I'm still not done. I'm a little blurry here, but this is proudly going to be displayed. I'm going to actually turn the lighting down, and put I have the lights. Where are they? I had them here somewhere.
He does some
Lights up. So once I get these lights up, the lighting and my whole mood is going to change of my videos, and I'll make sure to have. I should get them signed. I didn't even think of that. I'll take them to get signed with this massive box here.
Well, I mean, definitely, like I said, Flipcake. He does so many amazing things. Like he's just constantly at work.
Flipcake, thank you so much again for. I know I won this in on Mama J's channel with Spectre. I do want to thank you for this. I never get a chance to publicly thank you for this. And I'm going to make sure that once I get this lit up to post it on my Instagram. But I love it. I've had it on. I don't have a plug near me. I have to set the power. It's on the other side of this room. But once I have it, you'll see it displayed. And once I get all my lighting up, once I put my mood lighting in here, you'll see that, things will look different here. Makes it easier, especially with Pagliacci and Charlie.
Yeah.
Power sword.
But just keep in mind, guys. For Robert, he, like I said, he does a lot of things. He actually in the movie Bad Boys. We have he was in Bad Boys. What's poppin'?
Me and LBD.
Him and LBD. He was definitely in that movie. They stood in for that. So that's them right there. What's poppin'. But Robert, always chilling, hanging out with his dog, going places, doing things. So he's back with us on
That's my Honey. Honey's my little co-star. He's the one that travels with me. The dog that you saw there is my and of course my emotional support animal.
And then Flipcake says that his wife loves how you mess with him and with the puppets.
Well. Hello, Flipcakes. How are you? How's the wife? Is that Flipcakes? I want to say hi. Come over here. It's not easy dual wielding puppets. I keep knocking his hat off. Your hat is giving me many issues today. You're ruining the illusion. Hello, Flipcakes. We absolutely love the nightlight, because we all know Pagliacci needs a light because he's scared at night. No, I'm not. I'm not scared at night. You're scared at night of your own shadow. No. You got me mistaken for Eric. not that Eric. The Eric who's quiet up there behind me, my twin brother. We don't talk about him. He's quiet. Yeah, he's silent. You're again.
All right, so we got that there. So we definitely, if you get a chance, like I said, guys, we're starting up Scream Stream. You got Charlie, you got Pags, you got Robert, myself. You guys are always welcome in the chat. We do some different things. You never know what games we're going to play each week. We'll have some giveaways as we get closer to Halloween. There'll be a lot of different things going on. So you guys are always more than welcome. And hey, when it's birthdays, Charlie, like I said, when it's birthdays, we always like to pull out the cake, right? We want to give. We gotta get.
It's coming up on Tuesday. Ah!
So definitely we have that. But and Charlie, if you ever get lonely, you don't want to play with Pagliacci, I do have some friends.
I'm not actually playing with him.
Well, we have some friends we can introduce you to.
Oh,
Definitely, like I said, I mean, hey, they're twins. They're great girls. You may enjoy that, Charlie. So, but other than that, hey, Shepe, how are you? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for that. Um, so it is amazing. Like I said, right now we got 15 in the chat. We appreciate each and every one of you guys chilling, hanging out. We're approaching our 3-hour stream. One of the things that we, want to make sure that we have fun with you guys. We like to hang out with you guys, so definitely appreciate that. We are going to try to do this on Fridays if we can. If we're also talking about possibly moving times and stuff, so we don't know yet. We just really don't. But for the meantime, we're here and we're just here for you guys and having some fun. Charlie, I know that Charlie has things to do.
we gotta get ready for Boston. We're gonna go get cannolis at Bova's.
Are you gonna get some clam chowder? Yeah, some clam chowder.
Maybe him. I don't really do the seafood thing. I don't like seafood. If I have clam chowder, I get motion sickness in the car.
Well, what is one food that they have in Boston that is like a must?
Cannolis.
Cannolis.
From Bova's. And it's gonna be a wicked good time.
What about like Boston cream pie?
Yes, there's a place called, I guess it's well, I call it Bova's, but Bova's. It's on my Instagram account. If you look into my what I'm following, they have amazing. It's an amazing bakery. It's a 24-hour bakery, so I love going there. You park this car by the harbor. Park this car by the harbor. Can you say that, Pagliacci?
They got lobster rolls.
Lobster rolls.
Kelly's. There's Kelly's out there. Boston Boston have Cheers? Is Cheers in Boston?
Yes. Only the outside, obviously. The inside isn't.
I'm sure roast beef sandwiches are really good out there. So definitely, you'll have to kind of like maybe what we'd like to see, chat. This is kind of maybe what we'd like to see. Maybe Robert can get a little video snip, like maybe 5-10 minutes, something of your little trip, and we can show it next week. Like you can present it, and we can kind of run down, how things were. Maybe Charlie, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're leaving the clown. That's
I know you're in charge, Charlie. I know you run things, so maybe you can remember to do that when you're out there. Just kind of like show us around Boston a little bit, Charlie style, and we'll kind of run that on next week's stream.
Charles, the GoPro? Yeah, I forgot to charge it. What good are you? We have an iPhone. We'll do it that way. Yeah, iPhone. Use the GoPro.
Ooh, Flipcake's got a broken rib. That hurts. Hopefully that heals fast. I know. I'll tell you right now, when I was in baseball and we ran around the bases because if we won a game, we did like a celebration thing. I tripped and I did a somersault. Oof. And it pulled the muscles. And I'm telling you, like, man, it hurt. Like I really felt like something was broken. Luckily, it took about maybe 10, 13 days to heal. But it definitely, it was really, you could feel it, especially at night. But, other than that, like I did not, hopefully you do heal fast because I know that is some pain, especially if you sleep on that side, you know what I mean? That's like just really tough. So, but other than that, we just wanted to recap, guys, one more time. We had a lot of fun tonight. We're going to continue to play some games down the road. We'll even do maybe do some Jackbox stuff. We'll just always bring out a different type of stream the best we can. We recapped, they're working on Friday the 13th. The court situation is starting to work itself out. So hopefully we'll start hearing some more news about Friday the 13th Jason movies, where they're gonna pick it up from, what they're gonna do. I know they're looking at doing something like Halloween 2018. You got Scream coming up in January, so we'll be doing some of that. As we get closer to Halloween, we'll be touching in on some of the haunted houses, things that are going to be popping up, just having different types of streams in relation all year round, because we are Stream, and hopefully we'll have some interesting guests down the road. And if you guys want to come on our stream, we're always more than welcome to welcome people on as well. We have some challenges, some games in relation. So, but thank you guys so much for being here tonight, and appreciate it 100%. Each and every one of you guys means a lot. So definitely good luck this weekend, Charlie. Make sure you get some footage for us.
Hello.
All right. And but like I said, guys, we are going to have to be saying goodbye, 100%. Wish we could stay up a little bit longer, but we got things to do. I know for those.
And we got to pack. We haven't packed, and we're leaving in like 4 hours.
Otherwise, we probably would maybe stay on a little bit longer. But, like I said, welcome. Appreciate you guys being part of the Scare Zone. So once again, Stream. You can look for us. We'll go ahead and let you guys know on IG when our shows will, if there's any changes or whatever. But as of right now, Stream. So Charlie, wave them goodbye. Good night, everybody. We appreciate it.
Everyone.
Take care. Love ya.